Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another time of possession. The boys are back. Your boys back on the East Coast and should not have any more crappy audio, crappy Wi Fi issues. Ryan Jones is here. Jared Hickman and Tyler Van Dyke join me. As always, thank you. Happy New Year. Subscribe to the podcast, like it, listen, all that fun stuff. We appreciate it a lot.
We going up in
Boys,
2026. Let's
what
go.
what an NFL season it was, or at least an NFL regular season. My goodness. Mostly positive seasons for all of us. Um, a one seed, a another team that went 12-5. Chargers went 11-6. I mean, we're up right now. Now, of course, that could all end in like a week if
True.
But for now, we're up. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to preview the wild card games tonight. We are going to talk about the major games that happened in week 18, week 18. And yeah, man. And then maybe we could save it for next episode, but I do want to do our end of the year awards, like
Oh boy.
predictions and everything and all that stuff. But I feel like maybe we could do it next episode because there won't be as many games to talk about um, as we, kind of whittle down. And then I know that they announce all that stuff right before the Super Bowl, so I think next week would probably be a good time for awards. Um, Even though we kind of already know who's going to win the majority of awards, the big one being MVP. That we are not very sure about. Two-man race, obviously. All right, boys. I've been yapping this entire time. How are we doing? How are we feeling about who we drew in the postseason? I'm stress-free for a week. How are you guys feeling though?
It's got to be
About
nice. A little bye week. It's
you
good.
had it, man. You guys had it, but
Trust me, I know. Where do I start? I mean, geez Louise, bro. We were a couple weeks ago fighting for the potential one seed. Dropped down, got back up there, dropped back down again. And here we are. I like our matchup in the sense of it's a revenge game. We played them very hard. That was a really good game when we played the Panthers. Had a 10 a.m. start on the East Coast, so not easy. Obviously, they barely beat us. And it was really just because they had a crazy fourth down play to Tedero and McMillan for that touchdown. That's kind of what decided it all. But we didn't play that great. That was Matthew Stafford's like one of his worst games, I think, all season. So yeah, he needs to play a lot better going into that rematch. And but I like it. I like our chances. I don't think the Panthers are amazing, but they're good. Obviously, um, they did enough to make it to this point. Obviously, sad for the Bucks. We're a little bit of Bucks fans, with Baker and everything, and they did what they could, but they didn't do enough. They beat the Panthers, but you can't have it where you're giving your chances in your future, leaving it up to a game like the Saints Falcons. So um, yeah, the Panthers ultimately got it. Just based off that the Falcons winning. So but yeah, I like the rematch and the potential revenge game narrative for us, and I think with Devontae back, we should get it done.
yeah, the Rams are going to blow the Panthers out.
I'm hoping. Yeah.
The Panthers shouldn't be here. Um, I saw someone float the idea. How about this? Steelers versus Panthers. The loser goes home. The winner also goes home because neither of them should be in the playoffs because they both suck. Um, the NFL proves year after year we really don't need a seventh seed. Like
No.
every year, there's the one team that we're just like, we could boot them out. We don't really need them here. Um, but yeah, man. Um, I think the Rams will be fine against the Panthers. Obviously, we'll talk about that when we get to it.
them being a
Jared,
4 seed and us being a 5 is just so funny too. Like
it is funny.
it's,
Yeah,
it's
I mean that's
crazy.
that's divisions, man.
Yeah.
Jared, you guys got the Pats. Do you want to talk about it now, or do you want to save it?
I'll save it. I'll just go ahead and just reflect on the season that this was. You guys say what an NFL season. I'll put it simply and bluntly. This season was on crack.
Yeah,
This season was
It was insane.
every week you looked and something different, weird, awesome, yet confusing was happening. You didn't know what team was good. Like you saw how the Eagles and my team started out. We looked like, oh, these are the two top teams possibly. Then I go and lose to the Giants and the Commanders, and then it's like, well, that swan song's over. And then the thing with the Eagles, inconsistencies and whatnot happening, and it's just then the Colts having this magical start to the season and then collapsing. Like there's just so many teams to just go over and be like hot starts, then collapsing, and then started off
same thing with the
bad.
Bucs.
Yeah, and then Houston starting 0-3. They're like 12-5. Like crazy.
Defense, man.
They went 12-2 the rest of the season after starting 0-3.
Yeah. And they didn't have CJ Stroud for a majority of those games.
Yeah. Davis Mills obviously
crazy.
probably the best backup in the league. You can argue. You could argue. But yeah, 11-6 back-to-back 11-win seasons under Harbaugh. Ryan, as you said, this is just what Jim Harbaugh does as a coach. He elevates his team, and considering how many injuries we had, he was able to keep the team afloat, especially in dire straits. When we were supposed to be in the easy part of our schedule was when we got a lot of losses, and able to right the ship. We rattled off a couple win streaks, and I know we lost the last two at the end, but, I wish last night, or not last night, but yesterday, it was for the West if we didn't lose to Houston, but honestly, the division, in my opinion, and the 1 seed was lost when we lost to the Giants and Commanders, and we only have ourselves to blame for those 2 games. Regardless, if the offensive line is bad or not, some of these wins I've seen, I look back and go, how'd we not win those games? Like the Eagles game where Herbert gets sacked 7 times, yet we still win the game. Like, why couldn't we do this, against back then? Like, thinking back, it's not wise to dwell on the past, obviously, because what happened, but, I'll take 11-6. I'm just a little upset that another division rival had the season of seasons and won, multiple one-score games as they did. Congrats, Ryan, to the 1 seed in the division. I'm just going to say this. You're not going to win that many one-score games next year, especially with the schedule you and I are both going to have next year, because it is going to be rough. We play Tyler's division.
I mean,
we played Tyler's
I'll be
division
real.
next season.
I don't. It ain't gonna matter if we win the Super Bowl this year.
Oh, no,
I don't
for
even
sure.
care.
If you win the Super Bowl, none of that matters. But, like the one thing you don't want to be is one and done after a season like as great as this. That's the one worry you have. Win a game and you'll feel like it was a successful season. But
if the Broncos make it to the AFC Championship, I'll be very happy. If they are one and done, then I will. It'll be kind of like just the one-score games, all that crap.
A letdown.
Yeah, and just all that stuff kind of caught up with them being a very poor offensive team. Caught up with them.
Because
I'm hoping. I told you my theory beforehand, and I'm like I'm half joking. I mean I'm joking about it. I really do hope that the last couple of games have just been the Broncos not wanting to show anything for the playoffs because they know I'm playing the Kansas City third stringers and Trey Lance and the Chargers backup, so we can keep the game plan as vanilla as possible and not have to worry about that.
Better hope. Yeah.
I'm hoping that's the case because otherwise the Broncos are gonna be one and done. But yeah, man, you were talking about all the crazy stuff that's happened this NFL season. I mean, Bo Nix and Sam Darnold are the 1 seeds.
Pretty crazy.
As we all expected.
Oh yeah. Just
so,
like how Jared mentioned, just the Colts downfall of win 8, lose 8.
They were
That's
like
crazy.
8-2 at one point, and then lost like
Yeah, and then
all their games.
lost all their games down the season.
Yep.
You know, Riley Leonard showed me some stuff yesterday. I
Yeah.
like the Philip Rivers narrative, but to be honest, they might have had a chance with him more than Philip Rivers, because dude, against the Texans defense, that was pretty good. He was really good yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. But you know, that's all in the past now, obviously. Crazy to think that everyone was like Colts going to the Super Bowl, everything like that at the
Who
start of the
said that?
season. And I mean, there was people talking about that, like analysts and stuff for sure, being the favorites and things like that.
I'm a
But yeah,
little
you
like
know, crazy season.
again looking back. I'm mad my team got blown out by them. I know that's when they still had Daniel Jones, but it was just like we really got blown out by them. Really?
Shoot, we only beat them because Adonai Mitchell dropped the freaking ball in the end zone, bro. Like when he scored, pretty much. I mean, yeah, they had us on the ropes too.
We don't need to talk about the Broncos game against
Yeah,
the Colts.
y'all.
We don't need to talk.
You can just say that was
Uh,
just week 2. That was just week
that
2.
was crap, bro. Yeah, that was
That's what you
crap.
can say. It was just week 2. Leverage, ladies and gentlemen, happened at least a couple of times this season. It didn't
did?
just happen to Ryan. There
Yeah, it
was a
wasn't just
couple
you
leverage
guys.
calls this
Sure.
season.
Stupid. Such a dumb call.
Mhm.
All
Tyler
right,
Luke
boys.
missing a field goal last night for the Steelers Ravens. That's
Yeah,
just
I mean, we could start. We could
yeah.
start there. If that's the
That
we could talk
that
about
fourth
those games.
quarter was
Little segue right
was
there.
a
There you go.
fever dream of football. I was just
That
hand
was
on my
crazy, bro. I know. I was like, oh my god. I just had it on my phone and then I switched it to playing on the TV because I was like, this is crazy.
it's like
Yeah.
my phone's not big enough for this game right now.
Mm-hmm.
We had everything in that game, man. Obviously, I mean, I told you guys, being on the East Coast, it's hard for me to stay up for a lot of these games. And this one, it was like a freaking snooze fest at halftime. It was like 10-3, and it just
I
looked like
wasn't watching it.
I just
Yeah.
honestly, I thought the Ravens were gonna start running away with it,
Oh, I thought
and
so
So
too.
did I. Mm-hmm.
I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to bed. It was already like 10 o'clock or whatever my time, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna wake up, and it's just gonna be like 24-17, Ravens win. Lamar was good, and Henry ran the ball good. Little did I know, Lamar was good, and Henry did run the ball good. And Zay Flowers caught 140 yards and 2 touchdowns, critical catches. I did not expect the tandem of Jalen Warren and Kenneth Gainwell to just be so elite.
Kenneth
And
Gainwell's
I
the
did
goat.
not
I don't know what you're
expect
talking about.
And
Kenneth
it not
Gainwell is the
matter that they
absolute
didn't
goat.
have DK Metcalf either.
no DK Metcalf, but we still get vintage Rodgers in the fourth quarter. Are you kidding me? And yeah, man. Regardless, the Ravens probably should have won that football game,
They should have.
right?
Honestly, they played well enough to win, and they had the chance, and they got themselves to that point. Kicking just that's always kind of been a problem for them.
Kickers, man.
I
You know,
mean,
maybe if a priest didn't spray holy water in the same end
I
zone
saw
they missed,
that. Yeah.
like maybe if the Steelers didn't have the power of God on their side, the Ravens would have won
Can't do
that
nothing
game.
Yeah,
about that.
maybe if Justin Tucker didn't sexually assault women in
Here we
massage
go.
parlors, they might have a chance. Allegedly, I'm not gonna say.
Allegedly. Yeah.
Don't sue me. But like, yeah, man. I mean, if Justin Tucker didn't Deshaun Watson himself, he's automatic. They make that 10 times out of 10. So
And Taylor Loop's had a good year, to be fair, too. That's what's kind of
yes, and he's
crazy.
only a rookie.
Yeah.
And Pittsburgh, I mean, that stadium is historically like the hardest stadium in the NFL to kick in too. So
Oswald missed a freaking extra point. That's where I like they're screwed.
yeah.
I was ready like overtime. I'm like, watch, he's gonna make the extra point. Ravens
Mhm.
gonna go down, kick field goal. We're gonna get overtime. He's like, oh, what an end
Yep.
of the season. No, we missed. I'm like, well, no overtime for me. No overtime for us,
Nope.
ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna have to see a winner here. And when he missed it, I went, oh man. I thought of Ray, Tyler. I thought of Ray because I know
Oh yeah.
he.
I actually saw Gabe's story on Instagram, and he had a photo of Ray like watching the game and just like, and he's like, poor Ray, and I was like, damn, bro, they're watching it at the station. Oh,
I was gonna
man.
message him something, but I was like, oh, I'll leave him be. I will.
It's rough. It's rough.
This was a bad season. This was a game they also lost Kyle Hamilton into a concussion. Late in the game, they were losing guys on defense, both teams left and right. They were losing everybody.
Well, it showed. I mean, the amount of blown coverages, dude.
Mhm.
Like,
All of a
I'm
sudden, everybody was
sitting,
just
like,
getting open downfield.
Zay
I'm sitting
Flowers,
there.
especially.
Zay
I'm
Flowers had his
sitting
best
there,
game of
like,
the season, probably.
yeah, he was unbelievable. I'm sitting there the next morning after watching the game, and I'm like, what the like? Look, Jalen Ramsey's like getting blown. Like, what are we doing? Like, both of these defensive coordinators are probably going to end up being. They should end up being fired, man. That's embarrassing. That's terrible. The amount of blown coverages, and maybe
Well,
that's on the
Ravens have had that
players.
all
Whatever.
year too.
And then yeah, and I mean, speaking of fired coaches, I mean, John Harbaugh, I mean, his seat is going to be red hot right now. I mean, I have no idea why you would bring him back and this coaching staff back next year when it's just been the same thing year
Over and
after
over and
year.
over.
If you're a
Yep.
Baltimore Ravens fan, you're watching this team and every year they blow it.
Every year they have the expectations too. Every year they have the high expectations
I mean,
and never
they
get to
should
it.
have the
They
expectations
should.
because the
Yeah.
roster's really good. They have an elite future Hall of Famer at quarterback, a two-time MVP, and obviously he didn't have a great year and all that stuff. And I guess if ownership wants to chalk it up to Lamar was hurt, Lamar and John Harbaugh do not get along. That's what it comes like. They just don't. And you're moving on from Harbaugh 10 times out of 10 before you move on from Lamar Jackson. You just are.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, they
I don't
clearly
know.
haven't been getting along since like the start of the 10-year with each other.
You
It's
could
like-
argue the Ravens season officially ended the minute they stopped giving Derrick Henry the ball against the Patriots. Because they had that game,
Yeah.
but they chose to not give Derrick Henry the ball anymore, and that lost them the game.
I don't know. I mean, also, their secondary just got gashed like every
Oh yeah,
game.
once Kyle
all
Hamilton
year.
was out, it was
The
open
injuries
season.
to the secondary, exactly. Like the injuries that they had all year,
And a lack of a
that's
pass
tough.
rush. And a lack of a pass rush.
You don't want to make an excuse for that, but at the same time, like that is what happened, and their secondary definitely hurt, and it showed. Yeah, I mean, like Ryan said, I don't see how you would not move on from John over Lamar. Although a lot of rumors about
yeah.
Lamar as well. So
Yeah, they have a contract situation. Like he's got no more guaranteed money left, I believe, on that deal. So
yeah,
you're gonna need to either get an
it's gonna be
extension
interesting.
or worst case scenario, you trade him.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw an interesting trade package that I did want to throw out in the pod that I want you just to react to extremely disgustingly.
If you say Lamar to the Raiders, I am going to slap you through
Ew.
the screen right
I'm
now.
gonna say Lamar to the Raiders
You
for
bastard.
a number 1 overall pick and like Max Crosby or something, you know. You get Fernando Mendoza or whatever his name is, and Max Crosby, and for Lamar Jackson. I mean, that's just I don't know. Seems like a Raiders move to me, but
It seems
probably
like a Raiders move. But
probably
I
not
don't
gonna
think
happen.
So yeah,
Probably not gonna happen.
that's crazy.
Yeah, man. So the Steelers, they get in. Obviously, they go 10-7. Rodgers gets 60 more minutes of football. Really feels like this is the end for him.
He
He had
dodged
like
the
one more.
question. He dodged the question on the post game. Like, is this
Yeah.
riding off to the sunset? He goes, "This has just been a tremendous season." And then I'm like, "Yeah, nice, Aaron, nice."
Yeah, he's not gonna.
No, but so they get in. They get the Texans. At least they get to host the playoff game, right? And that game's going to be ugly as hell. It's going to be like 10-7 the whole game, and just
Can the Texans
literally-
play in the cold? We shall see.
yeah, we'll see. Other games that had significance this past weekend. I guess let's go Seahawks Niners, boys,
Okay.
and then we'll talk about the NFC South situation. I mean, we kind
Not
of
much
already
to
made.
talk about that one, man. Jeez Louise.
We gotta.
That was a
I'm
that
sorry.
was a snooze
We
fest.
need
You
to
want to
lay
talk
into
about
the
a snooze
Bucks.
fest?
We need to lay into the Bucks once we get there.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah.
You want to talk about a
Um,
snooze fest? That Saturday night game was a snooze fest.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. You know, I
I
told.
mean, if you like, yeah, okay, if you like defense, sure. Yeah, I know you
Well,
said that.
I was talking to Ryan before you joined, Tyler. So obviously, I told you guys I was at a convention in Sacramento. But I got everything I wanted done that day at this convention center, and then I come back to the hotel. Round 5, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go down to the bar and watch the game. This is a big game. Surrounded by Niners fans,
Shocker.
and all I'm hearing all game is we can't score or we won't win because our coach is Kyle Shanahan. And
That's crazy, bro.
that they
That is
hate they hate him.
blasphemous.
They hate him for whatever reason.
That's funny because, like, I bet fans like Mark and other fans that we know are not like that, and they see it differently. I feel like because I don't think Mark would say that.
I know a lot of Niner fans, and a lot of them don't like Shanahan, and I'm like, he would get
Why?
hired in half a second if he was fired. Like, and he'd probably end up being the highest paid coach in NFL history if he was hired. Like, I don't understand the.
Because he has a proven track record, regardless, and he's
He's
just like
amazing.
everyone
Great.
knows he's just a mastermind.
Yeah, it just I think that's just the Niners fans are just mad at him over the 2 Super Bowls they've been in recently, where it's like they had the lead and then he takes the pedal off the gas, and
Yeah,
it allowed the
yeah,
Chiefs
that's
to come
fair.
back and
Against
both
the
those.
Chiefs. That was bad. Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah, so I think that's
Yeah.
why they have disdain for him. If he won one of those, they'd probably cut him some slack. But like, the fact that it happened twice and it's like they can't get back there is what's I don't know. But I don't.
I guess they could say that, but like they could just be like the Jets and like
Yeah, it could be worse.
I don't know. I don't know. So Seattle's the 1 seed. The Niners get Philadelphia.
It's gonna be
Not a great
interesting.
matchup for them.
At
Not a great
Philly,
match.
man.
You know, that's
No.
what I want to say. You're lucky you guys won on Sunday, Tyler, because guess who you'd be facing if you lost to the Cardinals?
Philly again, bro.
The
I know.
boogeyman. You'd be facing your boogeyman.
I know. Is this supposed to snow? That's what
Mm-mm.
I want to know. Okay.
No. In Philly, no. I saw it's supposed to be like partly cloudy, partly sunny. Like 40
It's like 40s.
degrees.
I would have loved to have that same rematch in the snow again, honestly, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Why? Because you're wearing the
That
white
shit was so
jerseys and you
fun.
can blend in?
It was just so fun, bro. Like that was a great game. I was in Puerto Vallarta. It was hot there, and I'm watching a snow game, drinking. Like it was nice.
All right, but I
But
really.
yeah, it's gonna be a tough matchup at Philly. You know, they're really gonna have to figure something out with the offense because, man, they just could not get anything.
That
going against
that
Seattle.
defense is going to get after him, especially if Trent Williams doesn't play, which I'm sure
They
they
got
expect
big
Trent
problems
Williams to play.
without him. Yeah,
Yeah, that offensive line's not good, and I just
it showed.
yeah. Um,
That Brock Purdy tipped CMC pass that got picked. That was, I think,
I
the
had
biggest,
PTSD.
biggest, if not the biggest, one of the biggest for sure, moments there where they had a chance and they needed to score, and that happened, and yeah, the Seattle defense really shut them down. I'm not gonna lie, like as much as we were able to do against Seattle, it was kind of crazy to see the difference, on Saturday against San Francisco.
It's going to be a shame that Mike McDonald might not win Coach of the Year.
It's pretty crazy. He deserves it.
I'm going to look up the current odds for Coach of the Year because I'm curious.
I think Mike Vrabel might be the favorite, and that's the guy I picked
That
in our off
that makes a lot of
season.
sense,
picked
and
him
I
in our
believe
off-
you picked it, right?
Yeah, I did. But
Holy,
It's a good pick.
I
dude, he's a
we all
heavy
believe-
favorite,
what?
like a heavy favorite.
Oh,
Like he's
Vrabel?
minus
McDonald or Vrabel?
Vrabel,
Wow.
like minus 285, dude. Jesus Christ, that gives him an implied total of 74% chance.
Damn.
I mean, this is where, like, I think I sent to you guys in our Instagram, like, chat, like, the stupid take Peter Schrager had on ESPN, like, if the Seattle wins this game, Ben Johnson's gonna win coach. Like, how does that
Made
make
no
any
sense.
sense? At
No
this point, y'all are
correlation.
just yapping about anything.
Right.
Like I'm
I
gonna
think
say,
that's how a lot of people that aren't like major
McDonald's
sports
is second,
junkies
by the way.
like see these analysts on ESPN and some of these like they just be yapping, bro. Like sometimes,
I would
man,
have
they just
walked
be
off set.
talking
I would have walked off set. Like
like
I am not having this conversation right now.
like, bro, where's the intelligence?
We're seeing brain rot
Uh,
on a massive scale.
I think a lot of people that don't watch sports like probably feel like that's how it is when they watching these people.
You know, it might just
yeah,
be the transition from NFL Network to ESPN. Just you get brain rot the second you get into ESPN.
It's
that's
very
facts.
different.
McDonald is second, by the way.
Okay,
Um,
that's I'll take that.
Ben Johnson, and Liam Cohen are tied for
Liam
third.
Cohen, man, he deserves a lot too, for sure. Damn, that's tough. There are a lot of coaches that really deserve that.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I mean, Seattle. So Seattle gets the 1 seed, which means in the like you look at the NFC side of the bracket. The Rams obviously got a favorable matchup,
You'd think.
but
You'd think.
you would think,
I
but
mean, we
like
got upset by him, you know. Yeah, there.
they're 10.5 point favorites, and they should be.
Wow, we're 10.5 point favorites. Holy crap!
Yeah,
I am just
they
gonna say this: Rico Dowdle ran over the Rams last game. If
Did
the Rams defense, run defense, is gonna be like it's been the last few weeks, it's gonna be interesting. That's all I will
and
say.
Bryce started to really figure it out
Yeah.
in the second half
I
too.
think I'll cut him. Like, I mean, I know he hasn't had a great season. He's not been playing like a *1 overall pick should, but like, yeah, that rain game in Tampa was not good. He had like the 2 touchdowns there, but like,
It's rough. Yeah.
yeah,
yeah,
it'll be at home though, so we'll see how that goes.
You know, I
yeah.
mean, I think at least I think either all three of us, or at least me and Rye, I know for sure. Thought the Panthers would make the playoffs and were able to
Oh,
I
Ryan
picked them to
had him
make the playoffs.
as a 7
I
seed.
just didn't. I had them at the 7 seed though. I
yeah,
didn't think it would be at the expense of my
of the
Bucks.
Bucks, right?
Um, but yeah, I mean, I transition. The Bucks ended up winning, but
For no reason.
it didn't matter. Because the Falcons won. The Falcons, by the way, who won how many in a row?
I will look that up right now.
Like
I've got it. I've
it
got
was like
the.
a crazy. They won 4 games in a row to end the year,
Kirk Cousins,
and
man.
they fired their coach. Kind of interesting. A lot of people like really respect Raheem Morris, and like he's highly like touted in the league. And I don't know, man. Atlanta's just like
It was interesting.
They
Interesting to see.
I
For
think
sure.
I think I
it's
saw
a
some
fire.
the Titans are looking at him as their next or possibly next head coach, or at least they have an
Raheem
interview.
Morris.
Yeah. I think that's what I saw.
Yeah, I was gonna. I mean, let's talk about Panthers, Bucks, Saints, Falcons a little bit, and then we'll talk about the head coaching stuff because I have the odds pulled up for the teams that have fired their coaches already, like who their potential next head coaches are going to be, and the list is interesting. Very early on.
I will say before we get to the I mean, I guess this is about the Bucks. This division would have been wrapped if they did not lose that Thursday night game against said Falcons when they had him on 4th down at the very end of the game and they let Kirk Cousins convert. I don't know what it is, but Kirk Cousins against the Bucks is unstoppable. He's 3-0 against them as the Falcons starter.
I mean,
Hey,
the
you
week
gotta
before they
give him a little props, man. He helped them finish the season really strong, honestly, with those 4 wins. Look very different compared to when Penix was in there.
It's probably why the GM got fired too, because they spent that 1st round pick on Penix, and Penix hasn't really
That was after
panned
it.
out.
It gave
And that
Kirk
was
a
it.
crap ton
But
of
the
money
problem
at that
is,
time.
it was the problem is the draft pick happened after they gave Kirk Cousins millions of
Right.
dollars
Yeah.
to
That's
be
what
their
didn't
starting
make any
quarterback, and they
sense.
lured him away from Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
That's
For
the
what?
problem. The problem is you had one plan, and then you pivoted after not even giving your
On
first
draft
plan a
night.
chance, and
Yeah.
it shows like a lack of I don't
Discipline.
know a lack of just like awareness about your situation. And also, there was teams in the NFL, like, I don't want to hate too much on Michael Penix, because I did like him coming out of
Oh yeah,
school, but
yeah. He had
Me
a
too.
great,
this
he had
is
a great final season of college.
Totally.
it was there were teams that had him off of their draft boards because of his knee problems. And
Yeah.
now, and he tore his ACL. This is the third time he has torn his ACL.
Yeah, he may be screwed, honestly.
No, he is. Like, it's over. Like, he'll try to make a comeback, and he's just going to end up getting hurt again, knock on wood and everything. But I'm like,
Sad.
now they're just in quarterback
Limbo.
purgatory.
Yeah.
And
They
Like,
gave their
they're
first round
gonna-
pick this year to the Rams last year.
yeah.
It's
And
working
Kirk
out
is
really
not going to
well.
be back next year. You're not going to pay him that much money to play for you. I mean, maybe that's what the plan is. I don't know. I don't know where
He still had.
where they go.
We'll just have to look at some free agent QBs unless they get lucky enough that one of those
Also,
QBs in the draft falls to them.
he was the first quarterback to really unlock Kyle Pitts.
Oh,
we
yeah.
have never seen Kyle Pitts be that Kyle Pitts before. Like, I don't know what it was, or just because Drake London was out and they were scheming for him, or what it was. But man, him and Kirk Cousins, that was the first time we've ever seen him look like that, and everyone has expected him to be like that since he got drafted.
Yeah. All right.
Um,
Into the Bucks Panthers game.
hey, their season was over the second Baker Mayfield's shoulder got hurt. And I've been saying on the podcast for weeks he's been playing hurt. Little did I know, I thought it was his non-throwing shoulder. It's his throwing shoulder.
Oh.
So
Damn.
there's that. But look, I don't want to I hate those excuses. If you're out there, you have to play better. Baker hasn't played good the second half of the season. He didn't play good at all. He was very bad. And
Yeah.
the head coach and the team, there's a disconnect. Todd Bowles is going to get fired at some point. I would expect.
I'm surprised he hasn't been fired already.
Yeah, I mean, we could be getting notifications as we wait, but we'll talk about the coaches that are getting axed this Black Monday, as they call it. And yeah, I don't know, man. The Bucks, the collapse down the stretch is just
Pretty crazy.
like pretty sad
Yeah.
for me. Like, they haven't played good football since like October.
They had their
And
injuries.
it's
But
January.
they played better with injuries, and then now
They
that they
did,
got
actually.
everybody
It's kinda
back, they
crazy.
just fell apart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pour one out for the Bucks, ladies and gentlemen.
Strawberry lemonade for them.
There you go.
Nice. All right, let's get into. We'll start with Atlanta because we kind of already talked about it, but Raheem Morris and the GM are gone. Kind of a puzzling decision across the National Football League. Look, again, you already talked about the draft pick of Michael Penix and Kirk Cousins and all that. You miss on the quarterback, that's just what happens. You're tied to that guy forever. The current favorite to be the Falcons head coach is Clint Kubiak, who is Seattle's offensive coordinator. After that, you have Jeff Hafley. I believe is he the Packers defensive coordinator?
Defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Think so.
And third, you have Kevin Stefanski, who got fired from the
also
Browns.
Fired. Yep.
Yeah. And then Brian Flores is on the list, as he should be. Mike LaFleur, who is Matt's brother. And then you have some long shots like Deion Sanders, Cliff Kingsbury, Joe Brady, Mike McCarthy.
I'd say, where's McCarthy? Because I know he's probably going to be in this cycle.
Yeah.
He didn't get a one last year.
Robert Saleh is on the list.
Oh yeah.
Vance Joseph is on the list. So, I mean, you have Jesse Minter's like way
Nope.
down the list for
Nope.
what.
Take the name off the list. He's not going anywhere. He is not
And then
going anywhere.
John Harbaugh, if he gets fired, is on the list as well. So, yeah, that's the list. I mean, I don't I don't know what the answer is. Apparently, Matt Ryan is going to be spearheading the whole thing, and he's going to be leading the organization. That's what people expect. He's going to be like the president of football, like operations there. So
Interesting.
it is interesting. Yeah, there. I mean, I
He's gonna
guess it look.
prioritize a quarterback, that's for sure.
Yeah, Matt Ryan. I mean, that was the arguably your best player in your franchise history outside of like Julio, right? So it makes sense that if you're an owner, you want to bring in somebody who knows. You know, we joke about 28-3 or whatever, but that was like the peak of this franchise. Making it to the Super Bowl, having a crazy lead, and having an MVP quarterback. The Falcons don't have like a crazy long, rich history as an organization. So. And yeah, they have crazy ownership. An owner who put himself into the Ring of Fame, by the way. And yeah, so I don't know. I think it's a tire fire. I think that Bijan is going to sign with a different team in a couple years, and he's going to be so freaking good, man. I can't wait. Shout out to Bijan Robinson, by the way. Just elite. So freaking good.
So damn good.
Yeah. And then they'll
He
be forever
deserves to get
tied to
off that
Tyler
team.
Algier as they should be, and Ryan can watch the Falcons suffer with Tyler Algier.
Okay, so the next coach who got fired. Well, technically the first one to get fired. I just wanted to stay on the Falcons because we were on the Falcons already. But the Browns did fire Kevin Stefanski, as we talked about. I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on this. Robert Saleh is currently the favorite to get the job here. If I were him, I ain't doing that. You
Hell
already coached
no.
the Jets. Why would you go to the exact same situation twice?
Seriously. Yeah,
Like,
no.
don't do it. Um,
I would just stay
after
in San
him,
Francisco, man. Honestly.
yeah, man. You're doing a great job with the limited talented you have defensively. Wait until you have a like elite talent, and then see what you could do with that, and maybe win a Super Bowl. Mike McCarthy is second on the list, by the way, for the Browns. I think Mike McCarthy is a good fit in Cleveland. I think that would be really good. And then Joe Brady would be third on the list, and then a lot of the same names that I already said are on the list as well. So Brian Daboll on this one. Interesting there.
Interesting.
But yeah. Also, Deion Sanders is like on the list for some reason
Bro, why?
because
Clicks.
the
He hasn't
Browns would
done a
do something
damn
stupid like
thing
that. Because
in
the Browns
college.
would do that. The owner would be
I
like,
know,
"I
no.
got
Oh,
the
it's
Sanders.
Dion. It's just the
I'm
name.
selling tickets." Like,
Yeah. Got Shadur and Dion.
but yeah. What do you guys? I know that he didn't win a lot, but I mean,
He played pretty well at the end of the
Stefanski
season. Obviously,
Stefanski has won he won Coach of the Year once. They've won a playoff
yeah.
game with Stefanski before when they had Baker. What do you guys think about Stefanski? Do you think he's gonna get another job? Like, I don't know. I didn't like it, but I guess you know it is what it is. I just don't think highly of the Browns at all. So
Neither do I. Um, I don't know. They obviously haven't been good for years, so it was bound to happen. There's a lot of like rumors and people saying like, oh, him and Shadur, or like he was trying to, sabotage Shadur,
maybe
whatever, blah blah
stupid.
blah. I don't believe in any of that. I think that's stupid, like you said. Um, although it was weird the one time where he got the wrong like wrist playbook, but
How
other
do
than
you
that,
get the
like
wrong wrist playbook,
I
bro?
don't, I don't know. Apparently, people are saying that Fancy did that on purpose. I'm not sure. I don't know. It's hard to believe any of that, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I'm
they
not.
make that move, but it doesn't really mean a whole lot. They're still bad.
Yeah. I mean, their defense is still pretty solid, but like,
Yeah, definitely.
here's my thing. Obviously, I'm not gonna lie. With Shadur, I was laughing along with a lot of other people when he wasn't getting drafted, but after seeing him play the way he did with Cleveland, you know,
He deserves to be.
I'm starting to root for him, kinda. Like he's turning me into maybe they have something. Like maybe he can be their best QB since Baker.
A little bit. Yeah, I also agree.
So I'm hoping the coach they bring in doesn't allegedly try to set him up for failure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really needed to bring, they need to bring someone in same type of situation with the Giants, except they have a lot more weapons and everything as well. But, someone in they got to bring someone in, maybe not one of the older coaches because, they've been there, done that. Like they might need a newer, fresh mindset to bring in with a rookie, I shouldn't say rookie quarterback because second year, next year.
Yeah.
That is willing to be okay with building there, and willing to help out a young quarterback like that and be okay with a couple of years, of building and having to figure that out.
On the list, I mean, Clint Kubiak's on the list. He's kind of like the hot OC for this cycle. We have
Yeah.
one every year, right? He's
Mhm.
just not like he's not like he's. It's not like he's Ben Johnson. You know what I mean?
May
Like,
I
he's just not
interest
that
you guys in Greg Roman?
What about Joe Lombardi?
No. Oh gosh.
We got to have more than one of our OCs on the list, Tyler. Come on, it can't just be yours.
You know what's funny? As I scroll down the list, like almost like it's like Belichick is down there,
Oh
and then
my
I see
God.
I see Ryan Day, John Gruden, and then right above John Gruden is Greg Roman. So never say never. it's it's 50-1, which is basically impossible, but you
Impossible,
never
yeah.
know.
Not gonna lie, like just kind of off topic. Now you mentioned his name, John Gruden. Could he get another shot, or do you think he's just like done after that whole situation?
I don't know, man. He's gotten so many
He
shots.
seems more like a college guy
Okay.
to me
Yeah.
now
Mm-hmm.
at this point. But speaking of John Gruden, the Raiders fired Pete Carroll, but they've kind of already they haven't hired their coach yet, but there's a lot of rumors swirling around that, and like the odds are kind of showing that. Like Brian Flores is 2-1, and he's a Patriot guy, and Brady runs the whole thing. So what I'm seeing online is that it's going to be Brian Flores as the head coach, and then Dayball is going to be his OC. So that's kind of just like it's not like a done deal, but like it's kind of a done deal, you know? Just hasn't been announced yet, is what I'm seeing and hearing.
Interesting.
So
You know,
Jesse Minter's next on the list. By the way,
no,
just so you know.
no, get him off the list. We will not allow Jesse Minter to leave that.
He's like
building.
right there, dude.
No, like if it's like the Raiders' job, we are going to prevent that so hard. Like
It's Flores, Kubiak, Minter, and then it's Stefanski, and then please keep in mind it's the Raiders. Philip Rivers. Look, he's a high
This guy's
school
gonna
head
go
coach
from a high
already.
school head coach to, I mean,
I'm gonna be real.
he's got NFL mindset, so
I have zero doubt Philip Rivers would be a good head coach. I think he'd be a great head coach
yeah,
in the
no,
NFL.
I agree.
The problem
In fact,
is,
when he was warming up, bro, he looked like a coach on the field. Like he did not
Yeah.
look
like
like,
a
he
QB
was gonna be the
coach,
starting quarterback,
like
bro.
a QB
Yeah,
coach.
yeah, like
the thing is, it's just like you've made your millions of dollars and you have a pretty good gig and you have 10 kids. Do you really need to be an NFL head coach? Probably not. So it's probably not
probably
going to
not.
happen.
And
But it'd
I
be
think
fun.
he'd probably only take like the Colts job or like a Chargers or something like from his past teams or something.
Well,
Yeah.
with the Colts, they're keeping Shane Steichen, so
Yeah. They'll probably ask him to come on as like some advisor or something at some point, I'm sure.
Probably. The Cardinals fire Jonathan Gannon. I mean, you lose like what they lose, like 8 straight or 9 straight or something crazy like that.
You lose the bus
That's
driver. We're not taking the
that's
bus
gonna
to work
happen.
anymore, ladies and gentlemen. We are not taking the bus.
We're gonna have to start a
Unfortunately,
conversation
the
on
bus
Kyler Murray.
driver, the bus driver is. I think the bus driver though is going to be a hot candidate to be he's going to get a defensive coordinator job somewhere.
Ooh,
Um,
I know who the next head coach is. Cliff Kingsbury.
Oh my
Return to
gosh.
glory.
The
Return to your
happen.
roots,
That's
Cliff.
crazy.
He's not even like Bill Belichick again is dead last on this list at 66 to 1 odds. And so that tells you that Kingsbury is not like he's not on the list. So he's less than a long shot. It's basically throwing money away. The current favorite is Mike LaFleur, Matt's brother, interestingly enough.
Interesting.
After that, again, Clint Kubiak. I really think Clint's gonna get a job after
He's getting a job somewhere. Yeah.
And then Joe Brady, Drew Petzing. Somehow Matt Nagy is on this list.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
I don't understand that. And
Interesting.
then a lot of the same guys you've seen before: Brian Flores, Kevin Stefanski, John Harbaugh is on this one, pretty high up actually. So maybe he gets fired, and I could see him in Arizona.
Coaches aside, I'd really like to talk a little bit about the Cardinals and everything. You know, they sure looked a lot better with Jacoby Brissett. I'm gonna say that. I
Yep.
think they need to stick with him, give him a chance next year. Obviously they're gonna get a draft pick as well. Probably gonna get a quarterback, maybe, or in the next couple years. Michael Wilson is possibly the wide receiver one of the future. We'll see.
Marvin Harrison, get ready to learn
I mean,
CFL, buddy.
unless he improves next
I
year,
was gonna say Browns, but yeah, CFL.
I don't know. Yeah, unless he improves next year, man, I don't know. Wasn't great when he was in. And Michael Wilson only needed a few games to achieve a lot more than him. So pretty crazy. I think we need to have a conversation on someone that I know Ryan really likes, but Kyler Murray is just not it anymore.
Just
I
like
just I think a
Call
change
of
of
Duty.
scenery.
Just not it anymore.
Yeah, he's just a gamer now.
Yeah, I think a change of scenery would benefit both teams. So
Yeah,
I just think that's how it is. I think the problem with Arizona is they have the 3rd pick in the draft right now.
Okay.
And I think the problem with them, if you want to be the head coach of the Cardinals, is they probably want to draft a quarterback because Brissett is kind of up there in age, right?
right.
And he could be like the bridge next year.
The
But
future.
they
Yeah.
have the 3rd pick. The problem is the Raiders have the 1st pick. They're going to go
There goes
Mendoza.
Fernando. Yeah.
And then the Jets at 2 are probably going to take Dante Moore if Dante Moore declares for the draft, right? So you're kind of just like screwed because those are really the only 2 quarterbacks that are worth taking in the 1st round. Ty Simpson's not, so I don't know.
Guys,
Not
hear me
really.
out.
No.
Hear me out.
Shador Sanders. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
E.J. Warner. Think about it. You had Kurt. The underdog story of E.J. Warner.
Bro, he wasn't even that good this year.
I know. I thought about it
I was like,
because
damn.
Kurt played for the
No, that's
Cardinals.
funny. Yeah, no, that's funny. It's funny because like he was supposed to be pretty good, but yeah, I don't know. He wasn't that good. I mean, we had a winning season. We won a bowl game. Go Dogs. But like, he wasn't that great. He got replaced a
No.
few games too. So
I don't think
Yeah,
the
he
replacement
wasn't
was
great.
that better either.
no,
Oh, dude, no. I mean, go Dogs, but and then you got like Kurt Warner like arguing with people on Twitter about how good his kid is. Like, come on, dude. Like, really? Like, you're just
like he
adding
was
to the
good.
pressure.
He was good at his small school that he was at,
Yeah.
but
Um,
not against the D1 big schools.
No.
You mentioned Oregon and Indiana's QB. What about Texas Tech's QB? What do you?
Bro, Barrett Morton played like garbage against
I know
Oregon.
it was against Oregon. He
That
played
sure
bad.
just pushed him down the list, I
But
would say.
like when you have performances like that in like high
That
leverage
really turns
situations,
off scouts.
like you're just like, yeah. Like the reason Fernando Mendoza is going to be the #1 overall pick is because no matter what, he he has
Beat Ohio
performed
State.
well in high leverage situations, and
Yep.
he's, even at like when he was at Cal, like
He was really
just
good at Cal. Yeah.
he overcame so much. So I don't know. It's just like I look at I have like the draft. I have like PFF's draft board, so take it with a grain of salt.
Their only other option is going to be Diego Pavia then.
I'm looking at it's like
I think he's staying, Jared.
he's gonna stay. Like that's when a lot
Yeah,
of the
he's staying.
guys are gonna stay. Like it's Ty Simpson of Bama.
Okay.
It's
Too.
Garrett Nussmeier from LSU. It's I know that I saw
He
a
could
report
be
today.
good.
He's trying to get Trinidad, the Ole Miss QB.
Oh, he's trying to get another year.
He's
Yeah.
trying to get another year of eligibility, but that'd be your next option.
Trinidad Chan. That's
Um,
what a name. I love that name.
John Mateer from Oklahoma. It's like
He is
Carson Beck.
good.
It's like Carson Beck from Miami.
Hey, if
Maybe you
Carson
can
Beck continues to
consider
do what
that.
he's been doing in the playoffs, then yeah,
Two-time
maybe.
national championship if they win it.
Right.
And then Cade Klubnik was supposed to be good from Clemson, fell off though. And then you have at the beginning of the season, Drew Aller was supposed to be the number 1 pick, and now he's going to come out and
Crazy.
he's going to be like, right now his average ADP according to PFF and their mock draft settings and all that stuff and what they do is 130. So like,
Yeah, he's gonna
maybe
drop
you
like
can just.
Shadur.
And then like Jalen Daniels from Kansas or something. Like you don't like this is not a good like outside of
It's
the
not a
top
great
2,
quarterback class.
it's Fernando Mendoza, Dante Moore, and nobody else. Maybe Carson Beck. Maybe. And even then it's like Miami's kind of loaded, man. Like and Georgia's kind of loaded. Like it's just gonna be a Mac Jones situation. I don't know. And I guess, we're talking about the head coach's stuff and everything. Like, in my head, I'm like, are there any could Dan Lanning leave Oregon or something, and become a head coach? Maybe, but I feel like it'd have to be like the Giants' job or something.
I
It
would
has
say
to
it'd
be like
have
a
to
high
be
profile job.
something where you're set up already,
Mhm.
like the Giants' job exactly, where they have a million freaking stars coming back.
Yeah. Speaking of the Giants and the Titans obviously let their coaches go mid-season, and we've talked about that. But I do want to tell you guys the odds for that as well. Stefanski is the favorite to get the Giants job right now.
Oh, okay.
But
I feel like
so
if John Harbaugh was to get canned, then he'd immediately jump Stefanski, right?
Mm-hmm.
John Harbaugh is 3rd on the list. So, and that's like without him being fired. So you're probably right. And then Jeff Hafley is on the list, and then next is Mike McCarthy. So, they're going for the veteran route, it seems.
Which is
Um,
interesting
makes
because
sense. Makes sense.
it makes sense, but at the same time, as like I said with the Browns and Shadur and everything, like you need a coach that is a little bit younger, in my opinion, that can come in and really help with the young core that is gonna be these next couple years and everything. So, but
Or
veteran coaches may like doing that also.
ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, it does, like you can go the Michigan route, and you get an adult in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that for some franchises, speaking of getting an adult in the room, for the Titans, the favorite's Mike McCarthy. So I think
Whoa.
that's kind of their thinking, right? Get an adult in the room, somebody that can clean up the mess. You're not going to have a ceiling that's crazy high with Mike McCarthy. We know this, but Mike McCarthy wins you 10 games every year. Like that's just what he's done his whole career. Doesn't do much more than that, but like that's a great baseline for some of these terrible franchises. It's Mike McCarthy, and like he is the heavy favorite right now. Like he's 3-1. The next closest is Joe Brady at 8-1. So like he is heavily linked to the Titans' job, mostly because no one really wants it. And the other thing is, Titans have crazy ownership. He's dealt with that in Dallas before with Jerry, so I think it's a good fit actually.
And Cam just got hurt on the last game of the season too.
Oh, he did, huh? I remember. I saw that too. Okay. Enough is enough. We've kind of. Let's get into wild card weekend. We're gonna preview each game.
My chair is taking me away from the camera. I cannot see you guys. I don't know
Bro.
what is going on.
It's like turning.
I wasn't voluntarily doing that. It was just turning me. All right, I'm ready now. I'm set. I'm set.
Let's go. We're gonna go. I'm gonna actually share my screen for the viewers, and we're gonna talk about.
We haven't had a screen sharing forever. Oh my god. 2026, guys.
I know, this is
Oh my
terrible.
god. New year, new us.
It's been a while.
The viewers at home. Okay, I have this pulled up so we could see. I think
We're the
you
first
should be.
game. Oh,
Yes,
dang.
yes.
Yes,
You get to know my
well-
pain, Tyler. You're the first game this time.
Well, like we said, we expect it to be or these odds are by DraftKings, but the Rams on the road are 10.5-point favorites. Devontae's
It's actually
supposed to be back.
surprising.
Yeah, Devontae's supposed to be
10.5 is a
back.
lot
So
for a
10.5 is a huge number, man. And
And
I
they
mean,
beat
I
us.
guess, yeah, we could kind of combine this with our upset alert segment, obviously. I'm not picking Carolina in the upset alert. I don't think any of us are. 10.5 is a huge line. I would take the Panthers plus the points just to cover, Like, the Rams can win by 7, and, that's, Carolina still doesn't – Carolina covers that. So, Tyler, you kind of already talked about the game. Anything else you want to mention about it? I think we all expect the Rams to take care of business here.
Yeah, I talked about it a little bit. But yeah, if we can play a bit better than we did, a couple weeks ago against them, it's not a 10 a.m. game. I think that helps us. It's always tough to go play on the East Coast, obviously.
Yep, that's
those
gonna
early
be
games.
that's Buffalo's problem this year.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, they're on the East Coast anyway. Yeah, never mind.
But they're still on the East Coast, so yeah.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, the times you're saying right here are East Coast times because that is
Right.
where I'm at. So I know majority of our audience is West Coasters, so
True.
it's really 1:30 your guys' time.
These are all Eastern times. But yeah, I think Stafford plays a better game than he did against them previously because their defense isn't that great, honestly. I mean, it's good at times. Baker threw a hospital ball right to Roseboom, like stuff like that. Like they don't come up with a lot of big plays. But in that game, Stafford didn't play well. I think he had 2 picks in that one. Maybe 3. I'm trying to remember. 2 or 3. And yeah, they basically won on that 4th down, crazy touchdown play to Tet, really. So we were in that game. It was close. I think playoffs, we have a better chance because we've been there, done that before. We got veteran leadership. We got a coach and a quarterback that have already done it together. And we get Devontae back, and that's huge. So we do have some injuries that we are going to have to keep an eye on, especially because Byron Young got hurt in our game yesterday. Don't know what's going on with him, but we definitely need him for the playoffs. So I'm going to have to be checking in on that, seeing how he is and how the rest of the we also had some DBs that were hurt yesterday and didn't play. So we'll see how healthy we are defensively, I think is a big key as well. But yeah, I expect us to win. Obviously, but it's probably gonna be a tough one. We'll see. It's probably gonna be raining there.
I looked. It's not gonna be raining. 67 degrees. Looks like it's gonna be sunny.
Okay, that's good then. I didn't want to have that Tampa Bay game they had on Saturday. So that would hurt us. But I think we'll play a lot better this time around. And I don't think Bryce Young is ready for this type of moment yet, really.
No, and I was high on the Panthers, like to start the year and everything, and they've done good things in certain spots, but they're inconsistent as hell. And I'm real, they just don't really look like a playoff team. Like they just don't. Like I know they made it, and I said they're gonna make it,
and they beat teams like us and the Bills and stuff like that. Like, oh wow, that's crazy. But the inconsistencies. They also lost to the Saints
twice.
So,
yeah,
they got swept by the Saints
twice. Yeah.
My take on this is I'm concerned about the Rams' run defense because, as we've seen, I know I mentioned it at the beginning, the last few weeks, specifically against the Falcons, against the Panthers before, and against the Seahawks a little bit, they got gashed.
Yeah.
If Rico Dowdle and Chuba Hubbard get loose, this is going to be an interesting game.
No, I agree. Yeah,
And
the run
Bryce-
defense is a concern.
Bryce won't have to
And we
do
know
much if they're running loose.
We also know that Rams secondary can get got.
True.
If
Tet-
they can actually.
And
Yeah.
who's the other
If
guy?
they
Is
can
it
The defense is our
who's the other
biggest question
receiver?
mark, no doubt.
Who's the other receiver?
They have
Playoffs.
They have Coker and Leggett.
They got
Coker,
Leggett.
yeah, that's who it is.
Yeah. Oh, and Tommy Tremble's really been coming on as a big target for Bryce Young lately too.
Yep. Tommy sure will make you tremble.
You know what the NFC South is really hoping that the Panthers win this game, because if they do, they're going to be forced to give Bryce Young a huge contract, and that is exactly what the Bucks and the Saints and the Falcons want, because he's just like he's Tua. Like, that's just what he is, you know what I mean?
Two on a
He's
little
not-
bit better team, I guess.
Like, I just don't believe in him that much. And, I thought that there would be improvement this year, and there has been improvement, but
But it
it's
wasn't
still
like, yeah,
not
it's
enough.
like, it's the roller coaster.
It's roller coaster price.
totally. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So we're
Rams. I think we're gonna take the Rams.
Yeah,
on that
we're
one,
gonna
right?
take the Rams. Yeah, I'm as much
Yep.
as much as I love the game. If the Rams win, I will officially retire that photo of Tyler surrounded by the Black Cats. If not, then you will be seeing that,
That one is
next
funny,
episode.
bro.
You will be seeing that front and center
Part
next
2.
episode. Okay.
Surrounded by cats and cows.
No.
The kitty does not go meow.
Yeah, the kitty goes moo apparently.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys are never gonna.
So yeah. Packers and Bears, man. Chicago.
Another rematch. These two teams have given us some great games
It's
this
the
year.
most
man.
expensive
I'll tell you.
ticket.
Chicago
The most
is-
expensive ticket on the weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Almost $500.
Not surprised.
Not surprising. The Bears are back in the playoffs, and Chicago's going to profit because it's been
Oh,
a
yeah.
long time.
I know
The
those
Bears
are-
are 1.5. The Bears are 1.5 point favorites. I guess Green Bay's had some injuries; they've been inconsistent. But the Bears, they've lost like 2 straight to enter the playoffs. So it's like,
And they had to
One-
beat them in overtime on a crazy ass pass.
The
just
Niners
to
game was a
be in this
shootout.
spot.
The Niners game was a shootout. You can argue the
It was,
Niners needed that game more than the Bears did because the Bears had already locked up the North. So really, there wasn't that much to play for. You could say. I mean, I know the 1 seed
Yeah.
That
was
was
still
such a great
in
game.
play, but like
Yeah.
it was like okay. At the end of the day, we didn't really need the game as much as the Niners did. And let's remember the last time Chicago was in the playoffs, the double doink to lose the game against the Eagles
Yep.
and Nick Foles. I remember that game because that was immediately after the Chargers-Ravens wildcard game way back when.
Mhm.
So, yeah, this will be interesting. And, of course, it is against their regular abuser, Green Bay. So,
was it just Aaron Rodgers who owns the Bears, or are we going to see it's just a Packers-Bears thing? You know what I mean? I don't know, man. This is a really tough game for me to predict. I think that the fact that, I think that we should we know the Rams should beat the Panthers. I want you guys to think about your answer because a quick preview. Just want to show you real quick. In a minute, after we kind of go through each game, we're going to fill out this thing together and
Ooh.
win 50K, okay?
that'd
The
be nice.
pigskin
But-
kick 'em.
I do want to like show the odds and everything first.
I got
before
a
we get-
notification to do that, and I was gonna start doing that today. Actually, it's funny.
you guys obviously, fill out your own bracket and everything.
Yeah.
I want us to do them
No,
together.
we should totally. That's fun. I love it.
I think that the fact that Caleb Williams and Colston Loveland and Luther Burden, those connections are becoming real and real effective, and Loveland looks freaking awesome.
He looks awesome. Yeah,
He's so good. And I remember
Burden
when they
is
did that.
like just
when
the same as Adunze.
Yeah, I mean, we had the debate during the draft and everything. It was like Tyler Warren or Colston Loveland, and I mean, they both are just. It doesn't really matter. They're both amazing, right? But Loveland, he's going to be doing this on a playoff team, and pretty impressive. I think that I think Chicago would win it, man. I would take Chicago in this one. I think that the
I would
Micah
also.
injury,
Yeah, that's
the
what I'm
Micah
saying.
injury,
I'm
man,
thinking about it. Yeah.
That's huge.
it's just huge, man. Like, and by the way, I picked the Packers to reach the Super Bowl prior to the year, before
Not
the Micah
happening.
trade, and I'm picking against them in round one, man. I'm just like I just am. Um,
They're
so
very
yeah,
inconsistent.
they are. The Sunday slate is absolute cinema. First of all, Buffalo at Jacksonville. I wish the Bucks. The Bills are 1.5 point road favorites again. I hate road favorites in the playoffs. You have roller coaster Josh Allen
That might be
versus
the upset pick right there, honestly.
the Jags, who, again, I know they rolled Denver obviously, and then this last week they didn't. Who'd they play this week? They blew them out.
Jacksonville or
Was it
The Titans?
the
The
yeah,
Titans?
yeah,
Titans?
yeah.
I know it was
Yeah.
I know like they've been beaten up on the Jets and the Titans,
They
but
beat them in
man,
the first half.
they really look good, man. Um, Shout out to
Trevor
Duval,
Lawrence
man.
has been freaking killing it at the end of the year, man. And Parker Washington has come on as a really good wide receiver. Jacoby Myers, that was a great trade, by the way. That was huge to get him in that receiving core. And, they need other guys other than Brian Thomas. And Brenton Strange has been a really good tight end as he's come back from injury as well. They have a really good thing going.
I saw something. They're like 5-1 or 6-2, or their record is like almost undefeated since they acquired Jacoby Myers. It's like they just needed him to replace
Flip the
Brian Thomas
switch.
Jr.'s
Hmm.
production because BTR or BTJ just kind of fell off a cliff this year for some reason. And yeah, man, they can run the ball too. ETN, is very effective. So,
So glad
and
my
we know
team's
that.
not playing him in the first round. So glad.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
your problem, Josh. That is your problem.
So I'm saying, man, I mean that sure looks like the upset pick. Looking at all these games, I mean, at
I
home,
yeah, I think that one, we know the Bills' defense can be got on the ground, so ETN should have a big day. Um, and man, that Jacksonville defense. I mean, I know they've been playing a bunch of scrubs recently, but the
they can be
Jacksonville
tough.
defense is tough, And Josh is
They don't even
kind of
have Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
no, yeah, dude, man. I it just goes against everything that I like believe in to not pick the Bills here.
Yeah.
But man, something about this Jags team, man. I don't know.
I agree.
In a wide open AFC, Josh Allen and the Bills should make it out.
This should be it for them. This is their best
This
chance.
should be it. We'll save it for the bracket, but I don't know who I'm picking on this one. That's a very tough matchup.
I think this is the toughest one to pick, or if my opinion, one of the 2 or 3 toughest.
I agree. I'm with you. I think it's the toughest one to pick.
Because one,
Agreed.
you love how Jacksonville's playing, but on the other hand, it's Josh Allen, and would you be surprised if they won because of Josh Allen? No, you wouldn't be.
No,
Yeah.
That's just the problem.
All right. Yeah, no, I know. San Francisco at Philadelphia. The Niners.
Ooh, yes, the bloodbath
Going
that
to
this is going to be.
Lincoln
that's
Financial
gonna be a
Field.
game, man.
This is going to be a good one. The Niners really screwed themselves because they needed that 1 seed way more than Seattle to
Oh
get
yeah,
healthy. Who knows if Trent Williams is going to play? Who knows if Ricky Pearsall is going to play? I don't know. Philadelphia's 4.5 point favorites. I fully expect Philly to win this game.
they also
Right.
lost some guys on defense in that game,
Oh yeah, they did, and their defense is like Swiss cheese
and
right
it's
now.
already. I was like, it was already like third, fourth
I'll,
string guys. Like,
what's funny with the Niners, if they got the 1 seed, they would have not had to get on a plane the rest of the season. because the Super
That's
Bowl's
huge.
in
And
San Francisco.
they were talking about that with the Seahawks-Niners game on Saturday about how Kyle Shanahan said winning that game was bigger than winning their first playoff game or anything like that because
Yeah.
they would not have to travel.
Mhm.
That was key, and they didn't do it. Now they got a tough road to hoe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Philadelphia's 4.5 point favorites. I have a hard time with lines that are more than like 3 points. Like I would probably, if I was betting on it, I'd probably say San Francisco plus 4.5, and it's a field goal game. But I could absolutely see a world where it's just like the Seattle game, and it's like 13-6 or 13-3 or something. You know what I
And
mean?
Philly just
And the
shuts them
Niners
down.
and the
Yeah.
Niners just can't move the ball against Philadelphia's defense, which is kind of like the main thing. Philadelphia's defense is elite right now. And if they
They
can
sure
just,
righted the ship. Yeah.
yeah, they kind of rode the ship. And if the offense can click like it has at times this season, Philadelphia is as dangerous as any team in this bracket. They should go back to the Super Bowl. The problem is they haven't shown us that at all this season. Um, so yeah, I mean, again, I'll probably end up taking Philadelphia in this one, but I don't. If you want to go Niners, I respect it. They at times they look like the best team in the NFL. At times they look like a Swiss cheese defense and an offense that can't move the ball. They just have so many injuries.
Do have to say, regardless, like kudos to them for everything they had. I think Chargers and Niners are a little similar in the sense of like how many injuries both of the teams have had, and have still been able to make the playoffs and get some huge wins.
There's differences in
And
both our teams, though. I would say, like big
yeah, totally.
differences.
Yeah, your guys' defense is obviously way better and hasn't had all those injuries and everything. But
Thankfully,
yeah,
it's
Yeah.
props to them
ours
for
has just been
getting to the
offensive line.
playoffs with everything they had to deal with. Um, but I don't see them beating Philly at Philly.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah. Jared, you've been blessed with the primetime Sunday night football game
Thank God.
going in to Gillette in Foxborough, facing off against it's Tom Brady and Philip Rivers. No, I'm sorry. That's no. It's
Tom Brady
Justin
2.0,
Herbert.
bro. Shit.
It's Justin Herbert and his little clone, little brother Drake May. Drake May's comp coming out of school was Justin Herbert.
True.
So, a matchup of two elite quarterbacks. Jared, where's the confidence level at? I know this is the matchup you wanted.
Okay, look, I'm not
What do
gonna
you
say like I would say I preferred not to face Jacksonville in the first round. That is what I said. I didn't say give me the Patriots all day. No matchup's easy.
I think
No
you're-
matchup is easy. That's all I'm going to
No,
say.
for sure.
I think
Either
your
one would
exact
be tough.
words though were bring me the Patriots. I don't believe in Drake May.
No, I never
He's
said that.
garbage.
I never said that. Don't put words in my mouth. Us Chargers and Patriots fans actually kind of respect each other's QBs. Some of us do. We're like, hey, we like Drake May. We don't disrespect him. It's like, okay, we like Justin and whatnot. So it's like there's a kind of respect there. But boys, the confidence level. Obviously, the last two playoff games I've seen are devastating to my sports fandom with football. But I got to thinking, and I know sometimes you guys think, what is running through Jared's head at times? But listen, guys, when I tell you,
Let me tell you,
the rabbit hole
I
that I
definitely do
just
think that.
the rabbit hole I just went down last night. The last time we won a playoff game was against rookie Lamar. And then who did we face next?
Oh yeah, in Baltimore.
I don't know.
We
faced the Patriots.
faced New England, and
Mhm.
Tom Brady sent us home again. The
Yep.
2018 12-4 Chargers that I legit thought was going to go to the Super Bowl that year got humbled and embarrassed on a Sunday morning in Foxborough. And
To
that
the
was
goat.
pretty much Philip Rivers' last chance at a Super Bowl, in my opinion. And now I'm thinking back to that loss was like the next playoff game we had after that Patriots stomping was the Jaguars game and then the Texans game. So I'm just thinking if we are going to exercise our playoff demons and just win a game this season, we have to go back to the frozen hell that is Gillette, not your dad's Razor Stadium.
I'm gonna check the weather.
It is gonna be 30-something degrees there. That is what I saw.
Okay.
I checked
that's
that.
cold.
That is cold, but it's not.
That's
I'm
Michigan
not gonna
cold.
pretend like
That's
the Chargers.
cold for the SoCal boys,
Hey,
bro.
we play in Denver and KC.
True.
They're cold.
Yeah.
We played Denver this year literally yesterday. It was cold. I'm pretty sure. It was cold.
At least going cross country for the Chargers, it's late, you know?
Yes, that's why I'm
That's
like,
good.
thank God.
That's huge. Not an early game. Yeah.
So the reason I'm saying the Patriots is a favorable matchup is one, you can look at the schedule the Patriots had and say who was really their biggest like challenge, and
That was the one thing not a lot of people brought up is the fact that like they only had a couple wins over 500 teams.
obviously the Bills.
Everybody else was garbage.
The Bills was one. I think the Bucks at one point they weren't under 500 yet. The Ravens were kind of at least sort of back, but then you saw, they pulled Derrick Henry and then the Patriots ran away with it. But again, you can only play the teams that are on your schedule, so I'm not going to act like the Patriots are fluky. But in my opinion, I think this is going to be the best defense that they're going to be playing all year so far. If they make it past, if they make it past, there's the chance they can play in another defense like Houston or something like that. Anyway, I think this is going to be the best defense they face. The Chargers pass rush is underrated in my opinion. Tuli Pelotu, Odafe Owe, Khalil Mack, the middle defensive lineman Boygby and Caldwell, Tart, like it's underrated. And I don't know how the Patriots O-line has been this year. So I can't really.
I could tell you, since Will Campbell got hurt, it's been shaky. And that's another thing I want to, in the negative for New England, they just can't run the football.
Then that's good.
Like they're just not good at it. And even then, like the Chargers have a really good run defense. Yeah. So it is all going to be on the arm of Drake May.
Yeah. And we're getting Denzel Perryman back. We're getting Denzel Perryman back from the suspension he had, which I think is still a BS suspension, by the way. I don't know how you suspend him and then you don't suspend Azeez Al-Shaair, who's a repeated offender. But anyway, that's just me. I don't work in the league office and, be soft about it. But anyway, yeah. Our secondary, it's got some young guys in there, but I will trust Tarheeb Steele, Cam Hart. Dante Jackson did get hurt yesterday. I don't know how severe it is, but with it being, it was like an ankle, I think. It was like early in the game though, like first or second quarter. But yeah, Derwin James didn't play yesterday, which is good. So, I know
Dante Jackson was. He was actually cleared, like medically cleared to return to the game against Denver, but he was just held out as a precaution because they weren't playing starters anyways.
Yeah.
So he's going to play.
Good. Okay. There
you go.
That's what I need. That's fine. If he's clear, but you keep him out, that's fine. We didn't have anything to play for anyway, so I'm like,
nope.
I was like, obviously Keenan played because he had an incentive, which he did get. He needs 6 receptions, so he got a $100 million, or not $100 million, sorry, $1 million incentive. So congrats to Keenan on that. And
Keenan Allen,
yes, sir,
getting paid like a quarterback, $100 million.
Maybe 5 years younger he would have.
Incentive too.
Yeah. My bad. I just tripped over my words there.
There's 1 millionth catch this season.
Oh my gosh.
The 2 players remaining from that 2018 team that lost to New England are Derwin James, who was a rookie, and Keenan Allen. Those are the remaining 2 that were on that team, and it sucked because at the end of that game, Derwin said, we're young, we'll be back, and just
They never were.
no.
But now he's old and he's back.
Well,
Yep.
Derwin's not like old, but like, Keenan's
No,
old.
yeah.
Keenan's
Since
old.
then, though,
That might have been like rookie Derwin James.
I
It
think that
was.
was
It was rookie
Rookie. Yeah.
Derwin James.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I remember
That's
that
wild.
season because he was like the greatest ever
Yeah, he was.
to me.
He was so good as a rookie. Yeah.
Derwin now is like
He
29.
still is.
So,
Still great.
elite.
Still elite quarterback or cornerback. Jeez.
Yeah. Well, I know you're gonna pick the Chargers.
yeah, I'm picking my team. I'm going to die on my sword. I'm not gonna chicken out and be depressing and say I'm gonna pick the Patriots because I don't trust my team to win a playoff game yet. I know I say that, and when we lose, I'm gonna say I'm gonna pick us to go 0-17 next season because that's how I am. But like, this is like Justin's probably best chance right now to win, and if he does not win a game, if he and the Chargers, if he does not win at least a game, I said at the beginning of the season, guys. All I want is the Chargers to win a playoff game this season. I do not care if we go to the Super Bowl. My friend, he's a disclaimer, he's a Padres fan, and I'm a Dodgers fan. We connect over the Chargers because we're both Chargers fans. He's told me, our window's not like technically open yet, but with how open this AFC is this year, I'm considering it open. But I'm not going for Super Bowl, obviously. I want one win. One. Give me one against New England, and then, I got what I wanted this season. Especially with this shitty-ass O-line. Excuse my language, but, and speaking of, we did pick up Ben Cleveland, who was released from the Ravens, I think, earlier this week. So we got extra interior help.
There you go.
Don't know how much help it's going to be, but from what I think I saw when I looked at the stats, the Patriots are not ranked very high when it comes to pass rush. And
I wonder. I know sacks. I wonder what their pressure rate is.
I would,
but I guess it doesn't really matter. Herbert's fine under pressure. He's good under pressure.
Because
he's starting to really run this year too.
We saw against the Cowboys. I mean, Quinn Williams didn't play. Justin didn't get sacked that game. If they can keep the sacks down, I think we have a great chance of winning. Obviously, we have Hampton back. He's looked good. And we have Vidal as a reliable 2 now. And then, obviously, the wide receiving core. If Rondé Gadsden, I need you to catch the ball, first of all. Not have a ball go off your hands and into a defender's hands.
Yeah, it's weird that little 2-3 game stretch kind of in the middle of the season where he was like crazy and everybody was picking up in fantasy and everything, and then all of a sudden it was just like
all of my fab on a Rondé Gadsden.
Right, exactly. Like I picked him up.
Luckily,
and then couldn't start him after all of a sudden because the last however many weeks, like he's inconsistent all of a sudden, and it's like he's not getting the looks and having the big plays anymore. So yeah, you guys definitely need him to step it up, and you guys got a good core of talent and weapons for sure.
Last playoffs, the complaint was he had no receiving help. It was Ladd and the rest of the Village people. He's got Keenan back. He's got Gadsden. He's got Trey Harris, who's he hasn't had a tremendous offensive rookie. He's been good. He's made some clutch catches. So I'd like to see him have some, productive catches and whatnot. Keandre Lambert-Smith, maybe. We'll see. I mean, I'd like to see some, maybe not have a ball bounce off his arms and into a defender's arms for a pick 6 like yesterday, but...
You forgot Quentin Johnston.
And QJ.
Yeah, bro, why didn't you say QJ, who's actually had a huge step up this year?
He actually catches the ball now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he's fast.
Yeah, QJ, who's been better this season than last season. So the receiving core is miles better than last year. The running back room is better than last year. you can say
Maybe.
the offensive line is worse than last year because at least in that game we had Alt and Slater still,
Damn.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
we don't have them. But I think it should be enough, and with the way the defense is playing, it should be enough. As long as y'all also Dicker in the Houston game, he had a very off game when he missed a field goal and extra point. Can't have that. We need that. We cannot have another Kading situation because if we do, we are going to all Chargers fans and I are going to get PTSD, and we're going to be in hell. I did look on the stats for sacks as a team. New England is bottom 10 in the league in sacks. So, I mean, that gives me
That's good.
some confidence, though it doesn't, on ESPN, does not show me the pressure rate. So, but
I know they have a good secondary.
the secondary is pretty good. So we'll just have to maneuver around that. But as long as Justin,
Can't be throwing 4 interceptions in a playoff game.
They're good at forcing turnovers for sure. That's one
that
thing.
is
Patriots
that is
defense.
my fear because
Yeah.
I'm just
All this to lose to the Broncos in the next round. Let's
I'm
go,
not
Jared.
thinking about the Broncos. I'm not thinking about the Broncos. The Patriots are in
You
front
just
of
had
us.
to throw that in there.
I am thinking about the Patriots. I am not thinking ahead. That has
Alright,
been
man.
my downfall. Was the last 2 years we were in the playoffs was if we beat Jacksonville/Houston, we're most likely gonna face KC and knock them out. I'm thinking about New England. I'm thinking about New England. I'm not thinking about anything else. And that Sunday night might be my tumultuous like.
Yeah, I might have to mute the group chat, dude. So my phone's not like.
For real, right? Oh man.
Chargers are pissing me off.
Yeah.
I hate this team.
Dang it.
You'll have to mute it. Well, 2 messages probably from your brother too. So.
Yeah, I mean, usually what happens with Aaron is we either call like talk on the phone after the game, or it's just like one text like in the fourth quarter, and he's like, "I hate
I'm
this
over it.
team."
Yeah.
This team sucks. Like just one text. It's usually just one text, and it's like negative or positive, and that's it. We'll give our picks on the bracket soon, and then finally. The Monday night game, ain't gonna lie, boys, this is one of them ones that Mr. Jones goes to sleep for.
You're gonna be like the Shaq meme sleeping on the pillow.
We're like, oh man, what is this? It's 6-3, guys. Can we?
Yeah,
Get
it's
some
like it's
profitability?
10 o'clock at halftime. He's like, well, it's time to go to sleep.
I think Houston wins this. This could be potentially Aaron Rodgers' last game.
Yeah.
So I guess if you want to go narrative speaking, maybe he can turn back the clock one more time like he did on that vintage drive or whatever. And I think Houston has the best defense in the league, arguably. And I think they're going to probably win this football game. I don't have much else to say other than that.
I don't believe a ton in the Steelers, so yeah, I'd have to say Houston's defense should carry them in that.
The Texans are a sleeper team to make the Super Bowl as well, by the way. Because Stroud, this is like, what, his 3rd trip to the playoffs?
And
Like,
he's lost in the divisional
has
round both times.
yeah,
They
he
got
has
the weapons,
playoff.
man.
He has the playoff experience, at least,
Yeah.
and that's something that is seriously lacking in this postseason.
They have a lot more weapons this time around, too, in my opinion. Like, the receiving core of all the Iowa State receivers and Nico Collins and everything and Dalton Schultz, like, really good. They don't have a great run game. That's probably their one downfall. But, they've been starting to figure it out with Woody Marks more, so.
With my take on Houston is how my team played them after the 2 big deep touchdowns. We held them in check. So it's like, I don't know if like a good defense can just not let those mistakes happen. Like the Steelers, if their secondary doesn't allow blown coverages,
deep balls. Yeah.
If they don't allow that, I think this is going to turn into a hard physical, an ugly game on the ground probably.
Mhm.
Like short passes.
That is why Ryan said he would go to sleep for it.
The other thing is,
probably
man,
is going to be low scoring and boring.
Dude, it's going to be like 9-6, man. The thing is about this game is Mike Tomlin is very, very good as an underdog. Like that's his whole bread and butter. So if you're asking me about a line, I would take Pittsburgh plus 3.5. That does not necessarily mean I think they're going to win.
So you expect a
Again,
first tie in the playoffs, both go home because nobody won, is what
they
you're
That's
saying.
should.
crazy.
I mean, they should. Okay.
That game would be the game to do it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Um,
All right, let's do it, guys.
All right. Well, move my Rams. You already know.
Well, hold on. We got to have a discussion. No, just kidding.
Nah, come on now. We all said like the majority of who we thought would win after going over those games. I feel like so.
Okay.
There's gonna be some tough ones though.
all right,
when you
No,
actually
well,
all
have
right.
to-
Let's
obviously
start
that's
out
why we're
Broncos
here.
versus the bye week. I'm taking the bye week to beat the Broncos and eliminate.
You know what? I might too. I might too.
Hey, don't get cursed like the Dodgers, man. Shoot.
Hey, we
Let's see
we
here.
won with a bye week. What are you talking about? In 24,
Oh yeah, that's true. 24. Yep.
we did it both ways.
Before that, that was the whole.
Yeah, that
thing.
was the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
We want to start.
What game now? I
Okay.
mean,
Well, what do we want to
do
do?
we want to do?
Dude, the Eagles.
Let's just stay with NFC because
Okay.
we're already doing it.
Okay.
Eagles, Niners. I would take the Eagles. I think.
Yeah, I think I want to also. That's just tough.
I'm
at home
thinking of
against Philly.
Seabass right now, and I'm thinking, does Seabass just want the season to be over, or does he want them to at least beat the Niners and then go out like we can't lose to the Niners? I'm thinking of Seabass right now, but I'm like, yeah, it's in Philly.
Yeah,
and,
you know, he probably wouldn't care that much. Honestly, he hates them this year.
Yeah.
I feel like just hearing and seeing like what he's been saying, like he wouldn't be surprised if they lost this. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll take the Eagles then. Just the injuries and whatnot for the Niners is it might catch
Yeah,
up to them this
I
game.
think just going and having to fly to Philly and everything, and yeah, it's gonna be tough.
Okay. Bears, Packers, boys. This is a tough one.
This matchup has had so many good games this year, man.
I think.
Damn.
I mean, I already said it. I think I would take Chicago in this spot. Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams, they get their first playoff win as a tandem. And then, next week the road probably ends. But then again, if we picked them next week, they'd play the Eagles, who they already curb stomped this season. So I don't really know. Who are you guys leaning in this one?
I'm leaning Bears.
Is Jordan Love playing?
Is Jordan Love playing? Yeah, that's a good
I-
question.
Probably.
Malik
I mean,
Willis played pretty well against them. Not gonna lie, after having to be thrust into the role. Like he did play solid. They had to win on a crazy overtime throw, which insane dart by Caleb Williams. Not gonna lie.
Jordan Love's gonna play.
It's just, do I trust the Packers' experience more is just the question. Because Jordan Love's at least won a playoff game and whatnot. And
They got great weapons. Both teams do.
It's
Both teams
just-
have great weapons.
it's that Packers defense, man. Without Micah, I'm just like...
Without Micah,
if
it's
it was
tough.
Micah, it's for sure I'm taking Green Bay. But I'm like...
I mean,
I'm like, there's just no way that one player on that defense just makes it all of a sudden.
Well-
CJ Gardner-Johnson also possibly got hurt in their
He's on
last
the
game.
Bears now or the Packers?
He's on the Bears, so that could be a real problem.
the Bears didn't have a good defense this whole season, anyways. They've just been opportunistic with takeaways.
True.
I'm just mainly looking at the offense, and
They do get a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, they have a lot of turnovers. They're opportunistic. Didn't the Packers add that Cowboys corner Diggs?
Diggs. They added
Yeah.
Diggs, yeah.
Diggs.
I'm gonna be real. I don't think it matters that much. He's kind of washed.
Yeah.
He is kind of washed, yeah.
It's basically like just putting Jari Alexander back on your roster, in a way. So again, I'm gonna take Chicago. If either of you picks Chicago, that'll do it, But if you both want to pick Green Bay, I'm not gonna fight you on it. I'm going Chicago though.
I want to go with the playoff experience in Green Bay, man. I really want to.
Do it.
Like, I mean,
Do it,
as
man.
great a season Chicago has had, I'm just like, playoff experience just matters.
They've been there,
to me.
done that.
Yeah, like they've gotten Matt LaFleur's
The
gotten
last
to
couple years.
Matt LaFleur's gotten to an NFC title game like a couple of times, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Let it rip then.
Yeah,
Do it.
I'll go Green Bay.
Okay. Tyler, you are the deciding vote then.
I'm leaning Bears. I'd like to see it. That'd be pretty cool. They're at home. Man, that's tough. These matchups this year, I said it a couple of times, like it's been great games and it's been close. It's been really close. Down to the wire every time. Man, go Bears, I guess. Jeez. Yeah.
You know why he did that, Jared? Or look, because if he picked the Packers, guess where the Rams are going?
Oh no, no.
That's true. I also looked
Oh,
Big
at that.
brained
Yeah.
it.
no.
He big brained it. He big brained it. Dude, that's great.
Wait, does that
Okay.
really happen? Go back.
Yeah, it recedes.
Yeah, because it reseeds, so the Packers would go to Seattle,
yeah.
and you guys would go back to Philadelphia. Big brained it. Smart man.
I'm
Dude.
cool with that. Yeah.
Well,
I'd much
either-
rather play Seattle. 'cause
Either
we
way, you're going back to a place
have
that
given them hell this year.
Yeah,
like you've experienced
true.
a bad loss
True.
from. So either way,
We've
gonna
given
Uh,
Seattle way much more problems, in my opinion.
Okay,
And
so do we
Philly
want to
was a fluke
complete?
loss.
let's
Do
complete.
we want to complete the
Let's
NFC,
complete NFC.
or do you want to jump over to the AFC? Complete it. Okay. Okay. So we'd have Seahawks and Rams, and Bears and Eagles. I want to get the easier matchup out of the way. I would take Philadelphia in that matchup. I don't think the Bears are making the
Experience-wise,
NFC.
yeah, I think I would take Philly. Damn,
Yeah.
Philly's gonna get back there, bro, for real.
Oh, dude, it doesn't feel right, right? It does
There's
not feel
no
right.
damn way Philly gets back to the Super Bowl. Oh,
I don't know
my
if they
God.
get back to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I'm down
I
to
think
Super
the NFC title games of
NFC
possible.
title though, just that still like
We'll
that's
see. We'll
crazy.
see who we have in the title game. We're gonna find out here. But I'm picking Philly. I'm picking Philly.
Yeah, I guess Philly.
Okay. So, does Philly go to Seattle, or did the Rams go to Philly again to try to The Rams have to exercise the demons one way or
Bro,
another.
This is
That
the
would be such a great storyline, honestly.
this is the
like,
Chiefs
the
for you guys.
scriptwriters.
This is the Chiefs for you guys. Like you just
It kinda
can't
is,
figure out how
yeah.
to beat them. They somehow always get away with it.
Somehow.
I think Seattle probably has the best roster in the NFL. The Rams haven't looked right since they lost to Seattle. I'm taking the Seahawks. I'm very sorry.
I don't do that.
Well,
Seahawks
that's my
defense is
pick.
good, but they just
We gave them hell, Ryan.
they could
What
not
are you
stop
talking
Puka
about?
alone, dude. Puka had 200 receiving yards on him.
We
Do you
couldn't
remember
stop
that?
Jason either, to be fair.
Like Matt
But-
Stafford
You know
had
what?
like almost
You're not
500
wrong.
yards.
We smoked
Sam
them in
Darn-
the
I'm
first
picking Sam
matchup,
Darnold
just
in
for
a
the
playoff
record.
game.
Yeah, but that was in LA, Tyler. That was in LA.
I'm just saying.
In
And
Seattle-
we barely lost to them in Seattle. like, that game
All right,
was...
fine. You convinced me. Go Rams. Picking the Rams.
No,
don't know.
I mean, Seattle's probably the best team in the NFL, man. I don't know.
I don't know. Beating you
Mm.
guys, Tyler, on that Thursday night might have awoken something in the Seahawks. Like we can win it all.
Did it, though?
Well, because look at what they
Like, have they really played that good after?
they destroyed the Panthers and then they won and dominated San Francisco. In San Francisco.
I think
But they themselves didn't play that well. The defense played great. The offense didn't really play that well.
Well, yeah, the offense doesn't need to
I
do
think-
much when your defense is playing that well. You just need to do enough.
True.
You don't need to
They
score
missed
40
some
every
key,
week.
like, opportunities, though, when they had a chance in the red zone stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like as long as your defense is holding a team to like under 20, you don't need to do that much.
Yeah, defensively, we are the weak link in that matchup for sure.
I mean, if your pass rush can just get at Sam Darnold, you'll cause some havoc.
But
it's your secondary.
To be fair, we did not have Devontae at Seattle.
No, you didn't.
I
That's
think that changes that game, in my opinion.
Your kicker also
But
did miss the field goal.
Our
at
kicker
the,
also screwed up, which he
That would've won you the
hasn't had
game.
any problems really, and that was like the first time. Yeah, so he's been great, and having to go back to Seattle again, that's tough. The 12th man, it's gonna be rocking. Like,
I am something of a
playoff
12th man
game.
myself. Seattle Mariners.
Who are
baby.
you guys picking?
Um,
I'm kind of
I'm
going
not
back.
going against my team, bro. Like,
Yeah,
as much
understandable.
as I feel like the
Understandable.
Seahawks are really good, but of course,
I'm sorry, Tyler. I am riding with Seattle.
Yeah,
it's fair. I can't hate.
A
They're
new
really
pope.
good.
A new
Dude.
pope was elected. They make the Super Bowl every time a new pope is elected. It's just
Are you serious? That's crazy.
that.
That is
I saw
wild.
that on Twitter or X or whatever.
So
That is a crazy stat.
in my head right now, I'm like, am I really gonna pick Sam Darnold in a playoff game? And then in my head, I'm like, you know what?
We shut him down in LA.
He did, but this is in Seattle, this matchup. And
Yeah, he played pretty well.
Seattle had a chance. Basically, Darnold got a chance to redeem himself in the exact same situation that he did last year with the Vikings, right? I think that gives me enough confidence. Tyler, submit your own bracket where you have the Rams going to the Super Bowl. I'm taking the Seahawks as well. And our NFC championship is Seattle, Philadelphia, with the 12s rocking
So the
in
one seed's
Seattle.
getting to the Super Bowl. Then that's how I see it there.
Oh, you're just straight up. Oh, he just picked the.
I'm going Seattle. Like if we're going, yeah, if it's
I
Seattle,
am.
Philly,
I am
I
like,
too.
would pick Seattle in this.
I am. Yeah.
Wow,
Let's clean.
dude,
Let's
we're
clean.
just Seattle all the way, sweeping.
Hey,
Wow.
my Mariners.
I just don't
for
see a
in-
world where Philly gets there, bro. Like they shouldn't. Just the way the season
Philly
has
should
been, like
lose to the Bears
they
right
should
now.
not
Philly,
be
like,
even close to
I
that.
hope I hope the Niners ruin our bracket because
Right?
I do
I
not
hope
want
they
the
just get
Eagles
upset, bro.
straight up. Okay,
Uh,
NFC or
sorry,
AFC,
Seabass.
excuse me. AFC, we'll go down the line. Steelers, Texans. Does Rodgers live to fight another day? Or does CJ Stroud go into Pittsburgh and upset them?
I'm gonna start a narrative. The games CJ Stroud has lost in the playoffs were in cold weather. It's gonna be cold in Pittsburgh. The games he won were in Houston, where it's domed.
That's fair.
And I mean, Pittsburgh's pass rush against Houston's shaky O line. I know Houston has arguably the best defense. I know
It's gonna give them problems for sure.
this will be
Yeah,
an ugly game. This will, like we
might
said,
be
9-6.
the most he gets sacked, possibly. Yeah.
But with DK back, I think it opens it up a little bit.
Here's the thing, though. When
can I
we were
change your
talking about
narrative?
all these on the other page, we didn't say hardly anything about Pittsburgh, and we're like Houston for sure. So,
That's
what
what I
has
was saving.
changed?
No, I was saving it.
Can I help your narrative?
Sure, go ahead.
Can I help your narrative? Stroud is 0-3 in games that are under 35 degrees. What's the weather?
I'm looking right now. I am looking right now.
There's no way it's not colder than
I
that
am looking.
in
It
Pittsburgh.
is going to be 38 degrees.
That's
You
close.
said 35.
It's close, man.
Oof.
It could change. It could
jeez.
change. It's only 3 degrees.
It's small sample size. He also did play at Ohio State where it's cold.
True.
So it kind of counteracts, right? I don't know. Tyler, so you're taking Pittsburgh?
I'm taking the Texans.
Oh, you're taking the Texans. Jared, you're
Yeah.
picking Pittsburgh?
I'm taking playoff experience in Aaron Rodgers, and the narrative's been Pittsburgh's not won a playoff game in 10 years or whatever. It's gonna end at some point, ladies and gentlemen. That streak is gonna end soon. All streaks come to an end.
You know what?
think this is it.
I'm sorry, I'm taking Houston, man. I don't really
That's
care.
fine. That's fine.
I'm
taking
taking the best defense in the NFL, which close
Dude,
to the Broncos, very close.
Dude,
Obviously.
if it was Broncos and Texans in round 2, again, that game is like 6-3, and it's
Bro,
gonna
another
be
boring freaking defensive slugfest.
Well, lucky for us, we're gonna pick the Chargers to beat the Patriots, and it's gonna be Broncos Chargers, right? I mean, and then Tyler's gonna be the deciding vote for that because I could see the future.
Oh, Lord.
Jaguars Bills. Are we really gonna pick against Josh Allen, boys?
Dude, it's tough, man.
Josh Allen does not lose in the first round. But that's also because
No.
he's had a bye, I think.
He's at
A lot.
home or a bye though from the majority of that.
Let's see. No, they didn't have a bye
Um,
last year because that was the Chiefs.
but he played at home.
Yeah, this is on the
Dude,
road.
I'm not picking a rookie head coach to beat the Bills. I'm just not. I'm taking Buffalo, man. This
At
has to
home?
be this has to be the Bills' year, man, right? Like it has
It's
to be.
gotta be. Without Kansas City, no Ravens.
mean,
Like
No
they
Joe
don't have
look
Burrow.
any
up
of the ghosts.
I'm gonna look up Jacksonville
No Joe Burrow.
against the
Like
run.
they don't have any of the ghosts in
Jaguars.
the closet. Like this year, they have no one that has scared them. Like they should. This should be the year. But this is also
Okay.
they're probably one of the worst years for their defense as well.
I just looked up how the Jags are against the run, and they're really good against the run, which means they should be able to contain James Cook.
But can
Oh
they
boy,
contain Josh Allen running? Can they do that?
a
That's a
lot of
good
read
question.
options
So
Or just him
I
scrambling.
did look at the
or
weather.
that.
This is going to be the warmest weather on the AFC side. The other warm weather you can say is on the NFC side with Rams Panthers. So 63
I,
degrees in the
That doesn't
morning.
matter much, really, because
Yeah.
they come from a cold environment. So
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
gonna
Like
take the
the
Bills.
Bills are playing in a warm
I'll let you.
environment, so it's not really gonna
right,
be. But we know
The Bills.
Jacksonville has been that stadium's been a house of horrors for some certain teams that I won't want to mention.
hey, they're on a hell of a run too, man. They really finished the season strong. Um, shoot, it's hard to go against Josh Allen and the
Oh,
Bills though
and
in the playoffs, man.
Tony Romo and Nance will be on the call, so we get to hear you
Mute. Or
know.
I'm muting. I just am. I'm taking the Bills. If either of you are going to take the Bills, then that'll be it. So
I don't want
can
Jacksonville
I
either.
going
think I'm gonna
farther than
go
this.
the
I'm
Bills.
going the Bills. I trust
Yeah,
Superman Josh Allen, the roller
let's
coaster that he
go.
is.
I love watching Josh Allen play, so I'm cool with it.
So now in my head, I'm like, do I want to go up against the Bills or the Chargers? The answer is neither. The answer is I'd rather play the Texans.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh
we beat
yeah,
them this season.
Oh,
We
I
beat them
mean,
already.
oh yeah, but you played Davis Mills, wasn't it? Davis Mills, you
that's
guys beat
true.
though. You didn't
That's
play
true.
against Stroud,
Yeah,
That's a good point.
I don't
so
really care. I don't care. Like,
okay. Well,
look, Jared, we know where you're
For
going.
NFL fans, we would like to see the Bills Broncos. Tell you that.
I don't think Ryan would.
I said NFL
Oh,
fans,
NFL fans.
I mean, a
like other
chance
fans that
to
are random
a
fans,
chance
like
to dude, a chance for us to
beat Josh Allen.
beat Josh Allen, my heated rival. I would love that. And then if he beats us, I'd just be like, "Oh, what do you expect us, Josh Allen?" A built-in excuse. But no, Tyler, are you going Patriots or Chargers? Because we know where Jared's going. Already told us.
Man, that's tough. I want to do it just because I don't want to see this dude sad, bro. Like,
This is my last chance. It is in my
uh,
team's hands, bro,
I
to see if they
know,
want me to be
man.
sad or
I'm
happy.
like, but the thing is, man, the year that the Patriots have had, they just,
If we beat Houston, dude, like tomorrow would have either been I get the division in a home game or I'm playing Pittsburgh first. So instead
You know
we're
what?
here.
I'm Tyler. It doesn't matter what you're gonna say. Sorry,
you going
Tyler.
Chargers?
I'm taking the Chargers.
Okay.
Plus
I'm cool with it because I actually was probably gonna say the Patriots.
I know
But I don't know.
I'm gonna use the playoff experience excuse, but that's mainly because of Jim Harbaugh, where I'm saying playoff experience, and then Derwin and Keenan have at least been on Chargers teams where they've won a game. So
Well,
Just
that's gonna be fun,
has-
and Ryan literally set this up so then I would be the tiebreaker.
Yep. Good luck, Tyler. Give us your analysis
Oh my god, bro.
because we know who's going
okay,
where on this.
okay. So wait, Brian, I know you were picking our own teams, but like, do we want to give anything? Like,
Yeah. So I think that obviously we saw this team. We saw one real game between these two this season.
week 3.
One of them
At the
does
start
not
of the
matter,
season,
and it was at the start of the season. So it is very
different.
it's very different. I think that one advantage the Broncos have is our pass rush against your offensive line. Um, I think the advantage for you guys is um, Bo Nix might not be a good quarterback, so your defense should be good, and this should be a low scoring game. Coaching, call it a coin flip. We know Harbaugh and Sean Payton are both great coaches,
True that.
and it would come down to the quarterback where
That's gonna be one of those games where it comes down to like one of you guys like either tying it or winning it on a field goal or something.
we saw that
Like
in
it's gonna
week
come
3.
down to some special
Justin
teams.
Yeah.
Herbert and the Chargers were down 7, and they scored 10 straight to win the game. That is what we saw.
Yeah, it's definitely
I
gonna be one of
know-
those type of games.
I do think now we've seen Bo Nix in, I mean, that was week 3, very early on. We've seen Bo Nix in situations where, call it what you want, he might not be good, but he is clutch.
No,
So
he's really
there
got
is-
it going at the end of the year here too.
So, if it comes down to the end of the game, do I trust, the Broncos or the Chargers? I would take the Broncos in that spot. The question is, are we expecting the Chargers to win multiple playoff games and make it to the AFC Championship? Or does the bye hurt Denver, having rest? I don't think it does. I think with the way they were playing down the stretch of the season, they needed a bye to get a break and reset. And then also, you have to factor in home field advantage. Mile High is crazy. It's like one of the best home and field environments, advantages in the National Football League.
Yep.
Justin Herbert has beaten Bo Nix, though, every single game of his career.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
Well, I mean, yesterday
It's like-
that was
it's
Bo
like-
Nix's first win against the Chargers, albeit it was the backups playing. But against Justin
Yep.
Herbert, he is 0-3 in his career. Small sample size,
Mm-hmm.
but
Still something though.
it's still
Wow.
something. But the Chargers, aside from yesterday's loss, they were 5-2 on the road. Not bad. Their only losses being to Jacksonville and the Giants. Those were their away losses aside from yesterday.
Yep.
So I'd be fine because if it's SoFi or whatnot, or if it's wherever, I mean, as long as it's not 10 a.m. on the East Coast, then I'm gonna pick my team. I mean, I know I texted you, Ryan, and said I'm surprised the game is as close as it is, and I get what your take is. Like, maybe they were just playing vanilla, so they're not showing teams enough, tape to go off of for a possible matchup in the playoffs. I get that.
Makes some sense, yeah.
But if by the off chance it wasn't, what I saw yesterday was all I needed to know that if Justin and the rest of the starters were playing, we would have won that game possibly. Because Denver's only touchdown was the pick 6, and the rest were field goals. So I'm looking at it like
the last
I will
Yeah,
take
go ahead.
Justin Herbert over every other QB in the AFC, maybe except Josh Allen. In the
Yeah.
playoffs right now. I mean,
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Pretty fair.
This
gonna be
has
fun.
nothing to do. This has nothing to do with the matchups at all.
Yeah.
The last time the Broncos were the number 1 seed, they went to and won the Super Bowl with an old,
Peyton
beat
Manning.
up Peyton Manning
I remember
with a
that
good
one.
defense. So
That was
similar situation.
10 years ago.
Not the greatest. Not the greatest 10 years ago exactly. Not the greatest quarterback play, elite defense. Same situation. And guess where the Super Bowl was that year?
Levi.
It
Denver.
was. It was in Santa Clara.
I was in. Damn, was it really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Crazy. Just coincidence, I guess. Tyler, I'm going Broncos. Jared is going Chargers.
Which sucks.
It doesn't. I mean, it's a fake
This
bracket.
is
It does not matter
this
to
is
me.
like March Madness. We're gonna make a bracket in the next like month or two. I think 2 months. So
True.
This
come
is
on.
gonna get destroyed, and then we're gonna preview a completely different divisional matchup bracket. So it doesn't even matter because we're getting something wrong here.
True.
Tyler, make your pick. You're not gonna hurt my feelings.
Mine won't be hurt. I've been hurt enough.
I was gonna say he was the only one that said that, so please tell me you say that too, because oh man,
Mine have already
Yeah, it's just
been mine. I don't feel pain anymore. It's just
you're like, I don't have feelings.
yeah. So pick whatever you want. I don't
Oh
care.
Lord. Man,
My loyalty never dies.
I gotta say, just from a season standpoint and everything, I enjoyed watching the Broncos a lot. Um, and I feel like they deserve to be in this spot and kind of control their own destiny and everything. Um, Obviously, you had some inconsistent games. You know, there were some times where I was like, "Damn, like what the hell is Bo doing?" But then you had the Jags game, stuff like that, where he was just insane and elite. And
I mean, the
um,
Packers game.
or was it the Pack? Was the
It was the
Packers game?
Packers
Was the
game.
one
It was the
that
Packers
they
game.
thoroughly won. Like it wasn't a one score game. Like
Yeah,
they
yeah.
pulled
It was
away.
like that was our best, other than beating the Chiefs with Mahomes. That beating the Packers, like a fully healthy Packers team, not fully healthy. It was Micah. That was the game Micah got hurt actually.
Yeah,
Everyone gets hurt against us. Weird. Yeah, that was our best one of the year.
yeah. You know, you guys have played great all year. Chargers played really well at times too. Just a little bit too inconsistent at times though. And I think I'm gonna go Broncos. Sorry, Jared.
Wow.
I just
I
believe in that
will.
defense a lot more
I
as
will.
well.
Get. I'll.
That defense is disgusting.
I'll give a take, and I'm just something you say like they deserve. I don't think any team deserves it. It needs to be earned. That's just me though. Like I don't think any team
Oh, I
deserves.
just said deserves like the 1 seed and to
Oh,
control their own destiny. That's all I was really saying.
okay.
They yeah. Okay. Um. Okay. Broncos advance to the AFC Championship in our bracket. Texans Bills. Um. I would
I know
probably
they.
take the Bills.
I know they played earlier
I-
this year, and yeah, Josh Allen fell
Hey, the
short.
Texans shut him down. I'm just saying, like,
Well, C.J. Stroud doesn't do well in the divisional round, so I'm
there's
taking
always
the
some type of
Bills.
stat.
I'm taking the Bills.
Yeah, I
And
think
then
I'm
this
gonna
is
go Bills as well.
and then this is where I would have the Broncos run ending. If it was the Chargers, this is where I would have the Chargers run ending too. I would go Bills here.
Yes, this is the
Straight up.
Bills
This is the
year.
year.
This is
They
it.
this is it. This is what should happen. I'm like,
Now
this is they
Sam
should be able to
Darnold
do this.
versus Josh Allen.
What a freaking Super Bowl matchup! Damn.
Sean McDermott
Every
versus
I
Mike
want to
McDonald.
pick. I want to pick Seattle so bad right now. I just want to let you guys know I want to pick Seattle so bad. But again,
Yeah, we know you hate Josh Allen.
I don't hate. Okay,
Not
I
hate.
hate-
Sorry,
You're
not
just
hate.
you're just a
Let me.
hater. You're just
You're
a
just a
hater.
hater. Yeah.
You know what? I'm taking the Bills just to show how much I don't hate him. Now, am I picking the Bills just
No, we know you
so?
respect him.
Am I picking the Bills just so if they lose, narratively, I can be like Josh Allen is a choker? Maybe. But I'm taking the Bills here.
All right.
Shoot,
If you
man.
um
I,
Go for it, guys.
I'm just like trying to think like the Seattle's
I like the
defense.
Bills. Like I enjoy watching them. I like watching Josh Allen. I've always liked watching them. For these last couple years. Damn, man. I don't love the Seahawks, but like at the same time, they deserve to be there. You know, possibly all around the best team in the NFL. Damn, man.
I'm taking the Bills. Has to be it. It has to be the year.
Wow.
It has to be
It's
the
gotta
year.
be the year.
It has to
It's
be.
gotta be the year.
All right.
That's crazy,
Um,
bro. This is really where our freaking bracket went.
I didn't think I was gonna pick Buffalo to win the Super Bowl, but I guess
Neither
here we
did
are.
I.
You know what?
Wow.
Hey, that might not be my prediction. This is our Group One. Who knows? So yeah, Bills over Seahawks Super Bowl. It doesn't like. Let's be real here. This is just kind of like a fun exercise, and we're gonna be previewing an entire different divisional round after the weekend.
Next week. Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. On our bracket, as of now, we have Bills Seahawks. So Bills win the Super Bowl. Josh Allen is finally a champion. Yeah. But James Cook gets Super Bowl MVP. Ah,
I like it.
I got a
all
better
right.
I got a better
Oh, wait a minute.
Super Bowl MVP for you. Joey Bosa. 5 sacks on Sam Darnold.
Okay. We didn't really do, I mean, we can just look at our bracket, but upset alert time. We are not going to be like Chris
We sort of
Broussard. There's going to be no upsets.
Yeah, there will
We can't
be
do that.
no upsets. There will be none.
I mean, we sort of speculated on one of them, but then
I
went
don't
the
know.
completely different direction on the bracket. So
I know what one I'm picking.
You're picking the Chargers over the Patriots. We know.
Dying on my
So-
sword and my shield.
fair.
Tyler, I'll let you go, and then I'm gonna. I don't know, dude.
The one I
Um,
talked about was Buffalo and Jacksonville, but we
Jags,
went
dude.
Buffalo on the bracket.
It doesn't matter. That's a
So-
bracket for money. We have to play the odds.
True.
Take Jacksonville. Do it.
I'm trying to think.
Me
There's
and
not
Todd-
really another upset that like really stands out to me like that.
I said Pittsburgh and Houston could
maybe
be one.
Pittsburgh.
Could be.
It's possible.
Especially if they get that
Yeah.
priest to splash holy water in the end zone again. You know, you just never know.
I'm sure they probably will have that happen again because they probably thought it worked.
All right. Well, whichever one you don't take, I'll probably have to take the opposite. So it's like, what do you want?
I like Josh Allen. Damn man.
Do you like him as much as Haley Seinfeld does, though?
I don't think anybody likes him as okay.
What do you mean, bro?
Let's see.
What? That's crazy. Literally married. That's crazy. Damn. Bro.
I don't think Haley Seinfeld can stop your burning, passionate love.
So.
for
If I
Josh
was
Allen.
to choose Pittsburgh, then you would have to go Jacksonville.
or you can pick Green Bay over Chicago if you want.
I guess yeah, you could go
Or
Green Bay
that.
over Chicago.
Yeah. I haven't even talked
Or
about that much,
or do
yeah.
you believe in Brock Purdy to ruin our
No.
bracket? And
There's a reason I didn't bring that up much. No, I don't.
or does the
Um,
kitty go meow?
What does this red button do? I'm trying to think. How does this? Does it just end this entire? Yeah. Let me. Like, what do you mean? No. The kitty does not go meow. This fucking guy, bruh. That is not an upset. We are not talking about that as a potential upset. So.
Oh boys, I'll be watching Saturday pretty closely. Let me tell you.
I will definitely.
I will
be
have
watching.
the image ready in draft, ready to press send. If not, if
You know what? I'm gonna force you into a pick. I have jumped you in the hierarchy. I'm taking Jacksonville because I'm a hater. Let's go.
All right, Tyler, just pick
Have fun
Houston
with
and
the
All
Pittsburgh.
right, I guess
Steelers.
against Pittsburgh.
Yep.
I don't know.
Oh boy. Not gonna matter. Neither
will
one of
be
those
no
teams are
upset.
probably gonna win. There will be
Just
none.
There will be
There
none.
may not be. I mean, the way looking at it, it's like the top seeds just look like the top seeds for a reason. You know, it's like
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. That is.
oh, that was fun.
That was our NFL playoff prediction thing. Real quick, Tyler,
Prediction thing.
you and I can talk about the two Japanese players that have signed recently.
Oh yeah, Tatsuya.
Imai
Nice.
wants to take down the Dodgers. So where does he go?
He literally said he wants to go and take them down.
Please,
yeah.
Houston, make the World Series. We want our lick back. Please. Please.
Oh, we definitely do.
And then you can
100%.
officially be the clown of our story. That is what I want. I'm sure that is what you want, Tyler. You want a three-peat. I don't think you care who it's against. Me, I'd love it
care.
if it's Houston, though.
I would love if it was against Houston, though. Yeah, 100%.
The Dodgers aren't three-peating.
Poetry.
We just won with
not
like not a bullpen, like not a great bullpen. Like now we have
The
Bro,
Dodgers
now we have
are
Edwin
not
Diaz.
three-peating. Somebody will beat the Dodgers.
okay.
I will be right,
buddy.
and you will be wrong.
And now
Hey, I was scared against the Blue Jays. I'm not gonna
Oh, yeah,
lie.
hell yeah.
Like,
That
there were
was-
times
that
where I was
was-
like, damn, bro.
I laughed hysterically on the ground in the break room when we won. My coworker had to watch me tweak out. I was just laughing like we won again. I didn't expect
That
this.
series was peak, though.
It was.
If you're just a baseball fan in general, like, watching that series was insane.
And then speaking of the Blue Jays, they signed Okamoto. I was surprised he signed there.
Yeah, it was interesting.
But this offseason for the Blue Jays is showing me that like we
Another
really
power hitter, though.
like but now that means with Okamoto there, because 3 to 4 years, that might mean Bichette is gone.
But he's a third baseman, I thought. Isn't he?
Okamoto plays around the infield, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So does Ernie Clement, who was their third baseman. So both of them play around. So Bichette might be
Yeah.
gone.
Go Bichette to the Giants to play second base because
That would be an elite
have
defensive
every other-
infield, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we have every other infield spot taken care of. We don't have a second baseman. It's Casey Schmidt, and he's not good at baseball.
Not good.
He's not good at baseball.
Tell Buster to open up that checkbook, God, or at least the owner.
Dude, he's done nothing this offseason. It's
Bro,
so
for
disappointing.
real. Yeah, it's crazy.
He's like, I already made my big move. It's Devers. Like, dude, come on. Like, we saw how that worked out. It didn't.
Yeah,
Let's go, man.
We're just waiting for the Justin
Chet.
Verlander
early enough in the
returns.
season to see if it would work out, too.
Yeah, man. Like,
It's funny.
give me Bichette.
It's funny to
It'd
me.
be so
like,
fun.
freaking, I'm just waiting for the Justin Verlander has returned to the Giants on a 1-year deal notification.
Dude, it's going to happen, too. I know it's going to happen. It's going to be. Dude.
Yeah, we're about a.
Why do I keep seeing stuff that, like, we're still in on Scooble? Like, are we really, bro?
I don't know.
see
Like
that.
the hype of that trade died like a week after the winter meetings. That's all I'm gonna say. Because that's like when it was at.
Yeah,
its
no,
peak.
it did.
But yeah, I'm satisfied we got Diaz. Whatever happens now happens. We're a month away
Yeah.
from pitchers and catchers reporting.
We're just going to sign every single old-ass pitcher, dude. Watch. We're just going to. Chris
Max
Bassett,
Scherzer.
come on now.
Max Scherzer, come on down.
I can see Chris Bassett
Merrill
signing there.
Kelly. No, Merrill
Merrill
Kelly.
Kelly.
No, he's on the
He
D-backs.
signed with
He re-signed
He
with
signed
Yeah,
with
he
the
signed-
D-backs.
Zach
yeah.
Gallen's still out there.
Oh, yeah?
So, but
It's going to be terrible.
yeah. Anyway, guys,
Andrew Heaney, you want to come out of retirement? Come on down.
he's not pulling a Philip Rivers. Anyway, all right. Anyways, guys, that's probably gonna do it for our wild card preview and week 18 review. Again,
Max Scherzer to the Giants.
I said that.
He
Oh,
said
did?
that.
I don't hear you. My bad.
Alright. But yeah, stay tuned for next episode. You're either going to see a very relieved, thankful Jared, or you're going to see the bottomless pits of hell, Jared. And my fandom for the Chargers might die this Sunday if they lose.
It's going to be so interesting to see you put together a monologue without cursing if they lose. It's going to be interesting. I can't wait. You're going to have to be very, very creative when the Patriots beat you
Very.
guys. Going to be very creative. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, they're 3-0 against us in the playoffs. I just saw on Twitter, and I'm just like,
Most of that was
Yeah,
with Tom Brady.
That doesn't matter. Historical stuff like that does not matter.
I know he's bringing up all these different stats and everything. I'm like, it just doesn't matter, bro. Like,
You have the better quarterback, you should win.
we should.
Or do
should.
you have the better quarterback?
We do. But the problem is we had it against Jacksonville and Houston, and we still lost.
the man's is in MVP conversations. Let's not forget about that for a sec here. Because Stafford, thankfully, I think put himself over him with the good performance on Sunday. But like
I don't know that
Drake May's right
that
there.
performance against the Falcons, man, was rough. That might
No, that
have.
was horrible. I know, but I'm saying stats wise, like he did enough. I think, hopefully, but we'll
I'm
see.
gonna look
I don't
up
know
I'm gonna see who the favorite is.
because
Is
Drake's
it?
right there. Yeah, I mean, like he's had a great season,
Let me see. Where's the MVP?
and he didn't have a lot of the downfall, inconsistent games that Stafford had. So I think that's
My
a
QB was
factor,
like
so.
top 5 in MVP after like 3 weeks, and then yeah, it all went downhill from there. But if we were
Yeah,
actually,
Stafford's the MVP favorite again, dude. I hate when odds like drastically shift like that. Like it's not a 1 week award. It is a entire season
Season,
long
yeah.
award. Like I don't get it. Bo Nix should just be the MVP. He won the most games, and why do we play football to win the games?
I mean, if we're talking about most
That's what I would say if I was
valuable,
like Bayless.
the Chargers would not have won 11 games without Justin Herbert. That's all I will say. So, but I'd give the MVP to the entire team because it is a team sport, and I am praying the team wins. The Chargers win on Sunday, hopefully. Anyway, guys,
You know, it's gonna be a crazy show if we come in here and the Panthers beat the Rams and the Patriots beat the Chargers. This
And
is
your
going to be the
team's the
most
only team
miserable.
left.
It's going to be the most miserable podcast. And then next week, the Broncos like just get blown out by 40 by the Bills or something like that. It's going to be the most miserable podcast on the planet.
we
Let me tell you,
might
ladies and gentlemen.
just shift to a basketball podcast. You know, we might just talk hockey at that point.
We're gonna open the podcast and we're gonna be like, so anybody beating OKC this year? Like
The Spurs?
like
Hey,
The Spurs?
bro, the Suns just upset them last night. That was crazy. Devin
where's
Booker
Trae
hit a
Young gonna be
game
traded?
winner.
Like
Oh yeah, that's a whole thing now.
going to the Wizards, guys. I'm sorry.
That's
just what-
disgusting, by the way. The fact that that's
They're
like
the only
one
team
of
that
the
can afford a
main
salary.
ones.
That's
It's
it.
crazy.
Yeah.
They don't need him though. I mean, they've proven that Jalen Johnson is just as good a point guard, like as a point forward. Like he's ridiculously good, bro. The amount of assists that he dishes out as a point forward is just he's so good. Like they don't need him. Nikhil Alexander-Walker scoring enough. Like they got guys now.
Trade
Reese
LeBron for Trae Young,
needs to
guys.
get
What
out
do you
of here,
say?
but yeah.
LeBron for Trae Young. Who says no?
What do you
I
need
think
him, though?
LeBron's better at defense than Trae Young is.
I don't think we
Yeah,
need him.
I think it's
We
pretty
need
close at this
defense.
point. I think it's pretty close.
All right.
I know we've been in talks about getting like, oh my God, who was it from the Grizzlies?
Oh, I saw someone float
Or was it the
LeBron.
Timberwolves? Oh
I
my
saw
God.
someone say LeBron for Jimmy Butler straight up.
Oh,
Makes the Warriors interesting, and we get somebody who actually plays defense. Interesting. I like Jimmy, but you know he's kind of past his prime. As is LeBron, obviously. But
no, we're in talks with a couple of like bench type guys that are defenders. You know, like not like stars or anything, but I've seen
great,
some
more
stuff.
bench players that are going to become starters with us. Just awesome.
Right, literally.
All right. Anyways, guys, that's where we're gonna end it off. Ryan, Tyler, and Jared.
17th, here we come.
Yep.
Yeah, they haven't been that great lately. They beat the Grizzlies yesterday, but
Yeah.
Jared's like tried to end this.
I know,
podcast
5
by
different times.
Well,
Like I gotta go do some. I gotta go feed my dogs, y'all.
just end it. End it. Goodbye. Good.